We are live, tyjo. Jsme hodně live, přesně. Jsme tak živí, že už živější být nemůžem. Já omlouvám se, nebudu tolik řvát. Tak. Jedna rychlá věc. Budu na začátku ladit zvuk. Takže pokud neuslyšíte mě, nebo neuslyšíte naopak já, tak dále, tak mi dejte vědět. Já primárně se budu snažit překládat ten livestream. Tak abyste z toho něco měli, pokud třeba neumíte anglicky. Kvůli tomu tady jsme.
Oh! There it is! There it is! There wasn't even a count in. It was just surprise, we're live.
Greetings, welcome. This is the final card reveal stream for the Witchwood.
Oh, Ben.
Takže dámy a pánové, vítám vás u prvního, u posledního a review novinek z Witchwoodu. Je to takový teda hodně na
For any of you illiterate folk who've managed to find your way to Twitch, welcome.
Hearthstone's gonna be hard to play for you, I think.
It will be rough.
But we'll narrate. Welcome, man. How you doing?
I am great. I'm like super excited for Witchwood, not only for the new cards, but also because all the old cards are rotating out.
Yeah.
Anytime things change.
It's gonna be a lot of change.
Teďko tady přesně Dejna jako říká, že se strašně těší na to, jak budou rotovat právě ty karty. Protože samozřejmě spoustu s tím, jak rotuje, přichází Witchwood, tak rotují starý expanze pryč.
It's good to be on the same page.
So, all right, so let's see.
Tak to je v pohodě.
Talk a little bit about, so let's, you know, there's like one or two people here who have not, just don't know what's up with the Witchwood.
Yeah.
We gotta just set it up real briefly. We got some cool stuff coming. Witchwood, of course, is a set about the spooky forest around Gilneas, right?
Yeah.
The city of Worgen, where Warcraft take on werewolves, and the forest has been growing around the city, and a witch named Hagatha has taken up residence in that forest, twisting the trees and the creatures there.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, that was a very spooky description.
And you know, it would be pretty bad for like a normal city to have this happen.
Very likely, yes.
Teďko tady samozřejmě říká něco o lorečko Witchwoodu, protože ono to je takový hodně hodně zajímavý.
I have to ask about some of the mechanics that are in the set. I mean, I know a lot of people have been getting hyped about it, but for any of you who don't know about it, I'd say there's like 3 or 4 core mechanics that I see. There's the even odd theme and deck construction.
Yes,
there's Echo,
there's
and
two
there's
major,
Rush.
Yes, exactly. There's two major even odd legendaries. Gen Greymane says, "Can you build a deck with only even cost cards?" And if you can, he's gonna jump out of the deck at the beginning of the game.
Teďko se tady samozřejmě jakoby ptá Dejna, jaké jsou ty nový jako věci v době expanzi, takže to víme, že tam je rush mechanika, že tam je echo mechanika a že tam jsou lichý a sudý karty. 4 jakoby hlavní core věci Witchwoodu.
We can check your deck and verify, you succeeded at the deck building constraint here. You did it, and we can give you a bonus.
If you've ever played a card game with someone in real life, you never want to be like, no, trust me, I satisfied that condition.
Right, exactly.
Trust me.
And we actually really liked the Reno thing. We did it again with the Blood Princes in Knights of the Frozen Throne. And this one is kind of the coolest, I think, version of that, because...
To je zajímavý. A Ben teďko tady přirovnává ty lichý a sudý karty k tomu, jak vycházely princové a jak vycházel Reno. Že oni se snaží jakoby rozsekat balíky na metě na kondicionální balíky. Takže třeba prostě v Reno balíku jste měli každou kartu jednou a lichý karty, sudý karty, karty bez trojdropu, bez čtyřdropu a tak dále.
Have you ever made a Reno Jackson deck where all you need to do is just draw Reno Jackson and you live, and then you don't, you curse the gods. But in this circumstance, you just build an even-only deck or an odd-only deck, and the trigger for the legendary happens at the beginning of the game.
So you always get the benefit, whether you draw that card or not.
Right.
Yeah. Echo is, if you have the mana, you can play this card as many times as you want in a single turn. So we showed previously Phantom Militia, and it's a 3-cost, 2/4 taunt minion. You can play that on turn 3, or 2 copies on turn 6, or 3 copies on turn 9. You can just keep jamming out there as long as you have the mana.
And this is kind of the mechanic of unstable evolution.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I mean,
we kind of snuck a Echo.
Yeah, I like you tapped me like, oh, that's the
teďko tady samozřejmě přirovnává Dejna Unstable Evolution k tomu, že jo, k Echu, protože ta mechanika je úplně stejná.
did it come from Unstable Evolution? Like, was Unstable Evolution a test, or was this already in the works?
No, it was
like,
almost like parallel design, actually, because we started doing that thing, and it came from this other, and it's, you could kind of hear about the backstory.
It was like a
Teďko
Newton
se tady
Leibniz thing,
ptal na
right?
to, jak to bylo s tím vývojem Unstable Evoluce a říkali, to jsou dvě věci, které se vyvíjely najednou a byly úplně jako different.
This is for the like 7 mathematicians watching who are like, oh, that reference was killer! Oh!
Thank you for bringing me up to speed on calculus. So yeah, the Ghostly video we launched a couple weeks back has all the details about how that was developed, but it's kind of a different path. And then Rush, and Rush is just bad charge.
Okay. I didn't say it.
No, actually,
he said it.
It's way more interesting. It turns out like charge. Usually you play your minions.
Teďko tady Ben říkal, že teda Rush je prostě špatný charge a že k tomu takhle mají lidi přistupovat, což je tak krásně řečeno.
I mean, it seems like charge has been just a difficult mechanic to make consistently feel fair and reasonable.
Yes,
I think that
most of the cards we've nerfed, or some huge percentage, have charge. Yeah.
A že prý většina karet, který nerfovali, tak měli charge, a že ta mechanika je nejhorší na balancování, co vy víte.
Now she's like, give +1 attack to all left-handed minions, and I'm like, wow, God, they really didn't want this card.
I still feel bad about it.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
And so does the community.
This is the chance at redemption.
But okay, so actually, Rush, really interesting because if you're on the back foot, your opponent's got a board full of minions.
Yeah.
Rush means you get to decide the tempo. You get to choose the trades that are beneficial
like,
for you.
As the losing player.
Right, usually you play your minion and
tady přesně říká, že Rush je mechanika, která má být taková, že pokud prohráváte na stole, tak vás má vrátit zpátky do hry, kdy prostě vy přesně vytradujete tohle, takže uvidíme, jak to dopadne a jaká bude realita na standardu samozřejmě.
Some Rush cards today. Should we get into the games, Sean?
Yes, we should. Yeah, Oh, we want to hear
about
where the cards came from. No. Let's get into this game. What's the very first deck that we're going to be doing? It sounds like I'm going to
zahrát nějaký ty balíky.
Yeah, so let me tell you a little bit about your
all right.
Your decks here.
It says Prince Liam.
He's Gen Grayman's son who passed away.
Tak, máme tady balík Prince Liam.
All right, so is this it? Do I?
Tak a máme tady 9 balíků, takže máme dneska se na co podívat.
Oh no, that's the wrong deck.
That's the wrong deck? It's the wrong deck?
Bail out!
Stop watching the stream! Stop watching the stream! Turn it off! Count to 100 and come back!
This is like the one thing we have to say. Highlighted the deck that we were supposed to play.
Oh my God! It's filling the loading bar.
And Christina's sitting right
here.
My
God!
She's like doing this. She's like,
She's now. All right. All right. Hold on. And then. Don't look at the screen. Don't look at the screen. You know. I just want to say is that like I have been doing live shows for like 10 years now, and consistently the best parts ever are when things go completely wrong.
Yeah, right.
That is
Bože můj, prostě, my nemůžeme mít normální wrestling. Já jsem na to kartu nestihl vidět ani.
We go into a game of StarCraft and I'm like, talk to me about this game, Ben. Like,
what is it 1-0?
Okay, all right, we're down 0-1. I believe a comeback is coming.
Takže jdeme se podívat na nové karty pro šamana, dámy a pánové.
The deck is called, according to my notes, Shudderwalk the Deck. Baleful Banker's a new card here.
Oh, okay, so this is Battlecry.
Tak je jedna nová karta. Za 2 many 2/2 Battlecry, vyber friendly miniona, zamíchej, kupej do balíku.
Now this is interesting because so much of like the difficulty of deck construction is that you have to get 2 copies or 1 copy.
To se tváří jako hrozně špatný, ale mohlo by to být dost zajímavý, protože tohle by mohlo dobře míchat kondicionální legendárky.
Extra high cost power minions?
Yeah, I mean,
Jake jdou pryč, no,
takže in the specific matchup, but actually I think this is kind of super interesting in a specific case. Maybe we'll see the card that I think makes that.
A prej je to hodně zajímavý s nějakou specifickou kartou, takže možná, že ji uvidíme jako v tom balíku.
This is where I go to get water, use the restroom. People are like, he needs to mulligan, he needs to mulligan, he needs to mulligan. So Witch's Apprentice is again interesting card, which is, you know, Battlecry at a random, shaman spell to your hand.
Yeah, it's the Hex Frog.
Oh, yeah, you know what?
No a ta žába je strašně špatná, to jsme už taky jako si všechno vyřešili.
Yeah,
tak uvidíme.
Now, when you have the voice actor in the studio, you're just like, no, that you weren't expressing gratitude enough with those noises.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
tak to vidíme Bookshapera, to je ta epika, která když si líznete když zahrajete spell, tak vám lízne miniona z balíku. To má strašně broken efekt, ta karta obecně.
So I'm just going to play the Witchwood Apprentice.
Why not?
I don't know what his deck is. I know that it has Prince Liam in it, but I don't even know what that card is. I merely know that it's real.
No, tady přesně vidíme, jakoby, tak jak ta šába je kondicionální, kdy prostě ten Bloodlust nedělá nic, že jo, teďko.
All right, so, I mean, at this point in time, I'm going to want to save this right now. I feel like I'm just going to be banging out the Stormforged decks.
I mean, why not? I mean, it depends on what he plays, I think. We should respond to his...
Tak se pak nám zahraje tady protivník. Proti komu hrajeme? Proti Rilzovi zase?
Player who's playing the game properly. It's like, well, we'll see what he does.
You might actually get away with coining out mana tide on this turn.
Yeah, I actually see. I developed the plan in advance. See,
Takže se tady baví samozřejmě o playích, že jo? Logicky je lepší vykonovat mana tide.
That no is a little too emphatic. I agree. Let's play the mana tide totem. I'm sorry I considered anything else. That was my bad. That's on me.
How long can this go on?
How long does this go on?
That's a good question.
Obviously, jo.
I always ask the best questions. That's why I'm the co-host. All right. Oh yeah, Pumpkin Peasant. Okay.
Yeah, so these are the Worgen
Pumpkin Peasant je ten Worgen, který má lifesteal a on si vlastně to můžu ukázat. On se transformuje na 4/2, když ho máte v ruce.
Yeah. I feel like we just play the Stormforged Axe to bop the 1/1 to try to help guarantee our mana tide lives another turn.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I believe that's the right play.
I mean, it's a non-0% chance that's the right play. We don't get to play our Serenite Chain Gang, which I actually don't know if I want to do or not, because we have like the Volcano here, which can clear the entire board.
Vidíme tady nějakou novou kartu, je to Vicious do pita, já to nemůžu najít. Vicious Scale Hide, za 2 many 1/3 s Rushem a lifestealem a je to Beast.
And lifesteal's really good against aggressive.
Sakra, to je dobrá karta, ale reálně. Ono jak to má Rush a lifesteal a je to Beast. To není vůbec špatný. To by se mohlo do nějakých agresivních balíků vejít, tohleto.
Interesting.
I'm feeling like I want to hear Power Pass.
How bad?
Interesting. Oh gosh,
I mean,
that makes me so self-conscious, Ben. Okay, you know.
I dig it. You got it. You know,
right,
man. You could have just played a 2/2 for, you know, I don't know how much you need that value there.
Yeah, I mean, this is. I mean, Real's
not gonna kill the 1/1. Wow.
No, I mean, like, I want to be a little bit transparent, right? I'm a big believer in transparency.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
I just killed a 1/1, and I'm not going to kill them anymore on turn 4.
Samozřejmě ten gameplan, který oni mají taky stalovat, dokud půjde a pak dají vulkánu, aby zabili celý board. Reálně teda vidíme, že ten Paladin má hodně agresivní balík, jako asi bez judů, s tím, že teda prostě to, co hraje Day Nine, tak je nějaký poloagresivní šaman prostě.
Well, what's your other play here? Sarna Chain Gang?
I mean,
nebo případně poloneagresivní.
Over the moon about it.
I mean, he can't clear both.
He can't.
And then you can Zola or something.
Yeah, you know, why not? Why not? You know what?
And you can actually, I mean, do you want to clear 1/1 now?
Já se asi trochu posunu, ať vidíte ty karty.
And this is where I think we're going to get an emote from Reels.
Probably. Actually, you could have attacked into the 2/4 or the 1.
Tak by to myslet lepší pro vás. Tak, jdeme se podívat na nějakou kartu za 6 many. Sound the Bells, to je ta nová karta, co má echo, která buffuje miniona. A můžete ji zahrát kolikrát chcete, dokud to máte manu. Tohle je teda hodně dobrý.
No, I get that the bells are sounding.
3 o'clock.
Yeah. All right. So
that's I feel like maybe Volcano.
I feel like I have a Volcano for this man. We haven't been super efficient with our mana, but that's okay because I understand that the longer the game goes on, the higher probability we have of seeing more new cards.
Hold on. So you could reasonably. I don't know if you have anything else you want to do. You could Lightning Storm and attack, and you can't Hex. I mean, Volcano seems good.
Yeah, I mean, I think Volcano makes sense because if I Lightning Storm, I'm just going to hero power anyways.
Yep.
And we're going to be overloaded too, no matter what.
Boop.
So, I think he's going to emote in 5. Oh yeah, there is. My God, I'm past redemption. I play this game to have fun, and now I'm past redemption.
I'm surprised this time you didn't just immediately squelch Reels.
Yeah, that's enough, Prince Liam. Oh, okay,
tak tady vidíme tu novou kartu, kterou jsme dneska recenzoval. Je to Paragon of Life za 3 many 2/5, která když má 3 a větší útok, tak má lifesteal a down. Prostě se jakoby změní. Prostě se přidá 2.
No, he's making a tree. I know. I have a lot of trauma from this. So,
máme tady flashbacky ze Secret Paladina, souhlasím s tím.
I feel like you really need that 7 mana to get things cracking.
Yeah, I think I just again bop this.
Okay.
See what's gonna happen. Let's see if any of these secrets proc.
Secret. Wow, that was good. That was a good.
Redemption.
Thank you. Just.
A nějaká nová sekreta pro Palagina třeba? Zatím
and
ne.
I think just like hero power, play out the Stormforged axe again will be overloaded 1, which means
that
we'll
drop into
yeah.
I like it.
This is the play. This is the one right here.
Got him.
You know, we should message him back and be like 1 and 1. That'll teach him. All right. No, so he's already used Echo the Bell. So Silver
Tady vidíme ten 8-manový meč, který funguje tak, že když s tím zautočíte, tak vám buffne 4 miliony. To je docela bombastická karta. V takovéhle situaci se to tváří jako fakt brutální. A teďko přesně, jak dostal ten Paragon ten +1, tak dostal i Taunt a Lifesteal. Jako to je úplně jako krále.
Stand Against Darkness being rotated out?
I believe it is, yeah. Wow. It's okay, you can still do it in wild.
Okay.
Teďko se tady ptali na Stand Against Darkness, to je taky dobrý vědět, protože to je karta, která rotuje pryč, takže Huge Palagin nebude tak brutální.
I mean, I don't exactly have a 1-mana spell.
You're on the back foot now, man.
Yeah, I'll need some of those rush cards.
I mean, I think you...
I mean, we could technically Hex Lightning Storm, but I think like just Hex Hero Power Pass.
I mean, I still might even just play Bog... You got 2 Bog Shapers.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't even know what spells are in the deck.
Takže Bog Shaper na stůl asi.
And I kind of feel uncomfortable popping this guy for 3. I think just Bog Shaper. Just get a little bit of presence down on the board.
Zahrát, no. A? Jaká ta kompetence?
That was not the play. Who hard runs a repentance? Who runs this card?
Welcome to the Witchwood meta.
Yeah, it's just.
Now,
I'd like all of you to take a journey to the past with me, where Benjamin Brode was like, "You might just want to play a Bog Shaper. You already have 2 Bog Shapers in the hand."
Oh no! Oh, hey,
tak vidíte tady nějakou novou kartu za 5 many, 3/4 Beast.
I mean, at this point, Reels is like, I gotta start.
Počkat, za 5 many, 3/4 Divine Shield a Rush.
Those Shaman's brand new. Divine Shield and Rush is kind of make for an interesting combination of. I can't imagine a world in which
to je trochu dobrý, ne?
Oh, hey. Does that help at all?
Za 5 many, 3/4 Divine Shield
Rush.
Rush.
Some combination of Lightning Storm and
Healing
Rain.
6/8, co traduje dvakrát.
Yeah. You do. I mean, Hagatha's like a.
To je hodně dobrý, to je hodně dobrý. Tak tady je ta Hagatha, která traduje celý board. Taky můžeme konečně vidět, podívat se na tu její abilitu pěknou.
I think it's just 5, so we'd go to 13, which is vastly too little. So at the very least, we're going to need a Lightning Storm and Healing Rain.
Yep.
But do we double Healing Rain here?
Maybe. What else do you do?
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is 8, so that's 13 plus 3 is 16 plus another 4 is 20.
Lightning Storm sets you up for. I mean, he's going to get all his base plus
I think I actually have to double Healing Rain here because he has like 20 damage right now. And
double Healing Rain dává smysl, no.
You know what? That's nice. I like the little pitter patter of the rain. You know, the rain came in, and then there was a lightning storm. Oh my god! And then just the gentle droplets of rain afterwards.
That's a nice emotional journey you took us on there.
To je takovej troll, prostě, to je strašný.
You do it? I mean,
no a teďko to hitni potom, jak jsi vylečil, tyjo, to je dobrý nápad, hele.
It sets you up for the Hagatha.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I missed 2 healing though. We could have been at 28.
You did.
But you know what? I feel like that's thematically correct.
You mixed 4 healing. Actually, right? Oh no, you're right too.
Tak to je krásné vysvětlení. On říkal, že mohl mít víc životů, ale že takhle ta play byla tematicky správně. Tematicky správně, to je pro mě teďko nová hláška. Reveal, to je ten Lotebův efekt, který zdražuje spely opět.
Oh, and it didn't attack. Oh, Reels, bless you. Dark spirits. Bang, 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 bang.
Boom, boom, cleared.
All right, so now we get all.
Je tady Hagatha, to je ten hrdina, který říká, že když zahrajete miniona, tak se dáte random shaman spell do ruky a zároveň to dá za 3 do všech minionů, co jsou na stole, když přijde.
All right, nice, that's good. Let's hit him with the well played. Well played.
This is like Grover the hero.
Yeah. To fakt je dobrá, ty. All right. Další secret nějaký strašlivý.
It takes quite a while to say each word.
He just triple secreted you, bro.
I know. Who am I? No, not again. None of your business. Okay, so I think at the very least, I think a Bog Shaper.
Are you gonna do it again? Are you gonna drop right into Repentance with Bog Shaper again?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. What's with all the questions
I'm
here,
just
huh?
wondering, is that your plan? Is that what you're actually going to do?
Let me check with myself. Yes. Okay. Here it comes.
Hold on. Do you want to like baleful banker first?
Teďko tady se dohaduju o tím, jestli má zahrát toho Bog Shapera do té
If
repentance
I
znova.
Bog Shaper and then I Zola and get a copy of the Bog Shaper, I'll have plenty health for next turn when I can Volcano.
Yeah.
And then I'll still have another Bog Shaper, and then we will eventually be able to draw a card with the Bog Shaper.
That is that's very exciting to me, but I feel like maybe just going baleful banker into Bog Shaper, he can't kill the Bog Shaper, right?
Tohle vypadá hodně silně, ta abilita té Hagáty. Vlastně zahraješ minu, ale vezme si
There was one less repentance in the deck because we'd already propped one. All right, we're gonna play this, and this is a great draw. The fact that I get healing, we're getting win conditions by the dozen.
Tohle vypadá jako fakt velmi
I'm
silně.
definitely gonna pop this right now, or at the very least run into the noble sacrifice, which is fine. I'm just gonna end my turn.
Get down! Uh-oh.
All right.
He gets to attack.
Yes,
I love it when
yes.
he gets to attack. He heard his VO line.
To je
He's
fakt
gonna get
hysterical
hit from the side of
tohle.
the board, but he's like,
Já z nich normálně
I
nemůžu.
survived? Uh-oh.
Tak, Blessing of Kings, OK.
All right, it's Frogger
Nic
time.
novýho.
We're gonna
Haha, I
turn
lift,
him into that
přesně.
lumpy
Uh-oh.
thing. Transfer
A je
all
tady
one-cost
Prince
minions in
Liam.
the deck into legendary minions. Oh my gosh, and he has all sorts of secrets.
Yeah, so it's not just minions, it's one-cost cards. Any one-cost card in his deck is now a legendary minion.
Za 5 many 5/5 legendárka s Battle Cryem. Všechny karty, co stojí jednu manu, jsou teďko legendárky. Takže i security, takže i spely, takže i minioni.
You don't even need the weapon, because you can, yeah, title search, yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. We're like Muppets for a moment. Yeah. All right, we're gonna hit this guy. Is this? Yeah.
OK. To vypadá jako hodně zajímavá karta teda u toho Liama.
That's the most awful I've ever been to a human in
Už
Hearthstone.
to tady jenom díky tomu, že je to 5/5.
That is no. We hit rock bottom today. I am a beacon of positivity and cheer on the
Tak Azalína.
Oh, that's pretty bad. He had no
Ty
cards in
krávo.
the top deck.
Azalína je ta legendárka, která vám replace na ruku s kartama, který má protivník na ruce. A teďko může to Azalínu zahrát znova. A to jenom díky tomu, že dostal z Liama spell.
Discover a Battlecry minion. Okay. Let's see. We have.
Oh Jesus.
Discover a
Invokace Discoverně Battlecry miniona, to je naše mana karta.
What a jerk. Wow, why would he say that to me? I've only ever been kind to him. Okay, so I'm going to play the Blazing Invocation because we always, if you're holding a Dragon game plus 1 attack and taunt.
Virmgard za 7 many 3. Cože? Za 7 many 3/11 Battlecry, když máš draka, tak je to 4/11 taunt.
I mean, well, I mean,
Tak to normálně ho vyndej, ty vole, Skullhot.
We just.
To je nějak moc statu, ne? Na jednu kartu.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do this, and then.
Let's Saronite Zola. Get a whole new.
Yeah, I mean,
make it go on longer.
How long can the tele?
Earthen Might, za 2 many dej minionovi +2/+2, když je to elementál, tak si vezmi random elementála do ruky.
Yo. We gotta move.
To je jako marka, ale o trošku horší.
Opponent plays 3 cards and turn draw 2.
Uh-oh, you walked right into that one.
I can't believe I've done this.
A nový secret pro Palagina. Když protivník zahraje 3 karty během jednoho kola, tak si lízneš 2 karty.
That's a really cool.
Pro Paladina.
That's like.
Pro
Is this more useful
Paladina.
against aggro decks? Well, I mean,
Dvojitý
if
counter.
you're against a control deck, eventually this will.
Yeah.
Pop off.
Well, when I draw 2 cards, I heard that's good. Oh my gosh, that's real bad.
Tak, Emeris, to je ta legendárka pro Huntera, která zdvojnásobuje. To jsem mal
here we go.
Repeat all other battle cries from cards you played this turn.
Game.
Wait.
All the cards you played this game.
Sorry. I'm
Shatterwood, za 9 many 6 legendárka.
That's his game.
S Battlecryem zopakuj všechny Battlecrye, který si hrál během
because you're going to summon copies of Shutterwalk now instead. Because the battle cries are going to happen again on Shutterwalk.
I think that what we're going to do is we run out the Serenite Chain Gang. If we do this, this is split among the enemies, likely killing this.
Yep.
I think probably hexing
this
hex
first.
Because we already know what is in his hand.
No to je psadom další prostě, akorát levnější.
You know, I think at the very least we got to play the Serenite Chain Gang because that's.
And Banker, I say go Banker, because you want to set that battle cry up so it activates on the Shutterwalk. So now you'll get infinite Shutterwalks in your deck because it'll summon a copy. and then the banker will trigger on the copy, and now you'll get
Jo,
infinity.
takhle, takže když zahraješ šatrválka, když zahraješ toho bankera předtím, tak on ti zamíchá nekonečný počet šatrválků do balíku, to je jakoby dalšího a máš jich nekonečně.
Even if you have no other minions in play.
But you said infinite shutter walks.
Yeah, so the shutter walk will get shuffled into your deck, which then you could draw and play again.
Jo,
and then play it again, and then it shuffles one into your deck.
I don't think I follow this at all. I think that what you've done is you've explained something very clearly to me, and like the words are going in, but like
All right, let's write it down. Sharded Chain Gang has a battle cry says
Yes.
summoning the copy of this minion.
Right.
So it's going to trigger when you play Shutterwalk. It's
Right.
going to summon a copy of
Jasně.
Shutterwalk.
Right.
So you're gonna
Prostě
have
ono se to triggeruje a vybere to náhodný target, akorát, že protože ta 2-2 tak targetuje vašeho miniona,
this is going to trigger.
a vy nebudete mít
So
aspoň nic
shuffle a
jinýho.
copy of your deck, and
Oh
that's going to be
tak
Shutterwalk.
toho
my
prostě
God,
zamíchá.
see,
Shuffle Shutterwalk back into your deck.
Oh my God.
Jasně.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
To se
Okay.
teda netváří vůbec špatně.
I've run through
Protože
the
ono se to dá docela
but
dobře
we now need
ovlivnit.
to clear the board.
Yeah.
A není to tak
certainly
random.
You also want to
Hex,
play all your
lightning
battlecry
storm.
minions because you really want to get the Shutterwalk
Yeah.
maximally. Yeah, play that, and then let's get Primal Totems going.
We can do this. We can also hex this.
Oh yeah, hexing seems good.
Yeah, hexing. I should have played the hex first.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's too exciting.
I'm getting so many spells. Yeah, no,
because
I'm,
Můžu dát ten...
You know,
ten
Hacking the
bloodlust,
zero power
jo?
just keeps filling your hand with stuff.
in my head, I was just imagining that this would just summon additional Serenite Change gangs, but it's summon a copy of this
Yep,
minion.
exactly.
Okay, sorry, Real. Sorry
Wait,
for the delay.
wait.
Yeah, sorry. No, I just
Talismans, yeah.
clicked the wrong thing. Yeah. All right.
Go.
I think I just bonk right into each
run
of
them all in.
Yep.
Run them all in.
Bonk, donk, because we want to clear up our own board so we can run Atmosphere
Jako
Shutterwalk.
takhle ten kontrolní ševel
Oh
se
my God, the
zdá
double healing
celkem
totem, infinity.
realistický teda.
Okay. This is.
Moc pěkný to je zatím.
Wow,
Actually,
it's.
Bloodlust is not bad here either.
Yeah, I think it's not bad. So at this point, he still has a Wind Fury and he still has a Bloodlust of
That's
ours, and I
true.
think he has an Earth and Might as well.
I think you're right.
And
To je
Oh,
druhá
and other
Azalína.
stuff too.
Teďko si vzal toho Shatterbolta
No!
a pak se zahraje on.
very well.
It's Shutterwalk v Shutterwalk.
You know what? You have my gratitude too.
Oh,
There we
no.
go. No, I feel I wanna. You know what? This is.
No, this game is getting ridiculous.
All right. Well, let's drink some coffee. We're
To je
gonna be here for a
úplně
bit.
šílený
Give
prostě.
a minion Death Rattle or summon this minion.
That's in your hand.
This.
The ending card he plays right now is in your hand as
This
well.
is a very nice.
Oh, here's the new
Ghostlight
card.
Angler
Ghostlight Angler.
za 2 many,
Oh,
2
this
dvojka
is nice.
Murloc,
This
co
is
má
just a-
echo.
this is-
Tak tohle to je ale
He gets to do his
bombastické
treant
Murloc.
impersonation. So I feel like a
Sice to teda
Bloodlust to
pozdě,
clear to set up
ale
for
dobrý.
Shutterwalking. Okay, so at the very least, do we
So
want
what
I think
now?
the far side first?
Okay.
See what we get, because this feels like an acceptable play.
Oh, there you go. More Shutterwalks.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and Bloodlust, and then I'm going to play that guy. So I think
Yep.
the healing
Yep,
totems
yep.
are fine. This seems fine. It's going to be a 2-3 again. I think I
Tak.
bonk in this direction.
Co takové tady vlastně Dayne dělá, tak je to, že on se akorát
I feel like I
buffuje
want to
toho
keep-
Shatterbolta, aby ho potom mohl zahrát.
This will turn into a totem, but
S
trying to
tím,
think, do I want
že
to trade with these two or with these two? I feel
má
like
třeba ještě Wind
I'm
Fury, který
going
můžu
to do this
zahrát.
to
Okay.
increase the probability of getting my own board cleared off, because I want to have infinite Shutterwalks
Yeah.
on my board.
Yeah.
Now this is perhaps the greediest play, therefore it's the most awesome and correct play.
I feel like now's the time to be greedy, right? Yo, here.
Tak a první
Here we
Shatterbolt,
go.
jo.
Okay, so
Takže on takhle zahrál
Oh,
Azalínu.
that.
oh my God, he's
Vezme
never
si
not
jeho
going to have
ruku.
our
He's gonna
hand.
get a copy of
Zahrál
Shutterwalk.
Zolu,
Then he's gonna shuffle.
má
shuffle
kopii,
it.
má další
Okay, here
kopii,
we
má
go.
znova tu Azalínu,
Okay,
zahrál
let's do
znova
that.
Liama,
Here's copies.
Genga, zahrál znova Emeris.
Okay, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I actually don't know if I think Zola the Gorgon requires another target to trigger it, because he played that first. He does not get the copy of.
No
Shutterwalk
ty
instead.
krávo, tak to je ale
Oh, that's right, because all
úplně
the Gorgon reads
absurdní.
choose another minion.
Yes, right.
So
It should-
To je
Spark Battle
úplně
Cards can't
absurdní,
target.
protože ono to je
Sure,
fakt
yeah,
dobře
it'll be
kondicionální. Vy se
you
zahrajete,
have to
co
be really
chcete,
careful, because
a není
if
tam
I-
efekt toho
if I
joga.
like, because he has, he has Wind Fury.
You've got some
Ty
lightning
vole.
storm action. You could.
Yeah, I think I have to clear, and that I cannot yet do the Shutterwalk. The instant that I can, I
Yeah.
think that we win the game. So I think that we just play very defensively here. So we're going to Lightning Storm. We're going to get another spell from the hero power. Or
Oh,
excuse me,
get that
is
minion.
this?
But
Okay.
it's actually quite crazy with the Ghostlight Murloc, because you can
Right.
you can trigger that hero power multiple times with the same card.
So
Jako tady řešili samozřejmě s tím echem, je to fakt jako insane, protože to můžete degradovat několikrát. To je asi úplně jasný, že jo? To funguje ze vším, co má echo.
Do you want to play it on the totem so you can clear your board? I guess it's too late now.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, the thing is that I think that what I do want to do is just keep playing these dudes.
Here we go. Get it going. Get it going.
And then,
oh, there you go.
To ten jak mají.
And the reason I'm leaving this guy up is that I'm very cognizant of the fact that he has 2 Wind Furies here.
Do you want to slap the Temic Might down there?
Oh, absolutely. I'm very cognizant of the fact that he has 2 Wind Furies from getting infinite copies in my hand.
Right.
So if I leave up the Taunt Totem, then
not bad.
I can Shutter Walk and have a small green man.
Yeah.
Small green man.
In contrast to the Jade Golems, which tend to get even larger.
Oh, jeez. He did have another Shutter Walk.
Tak to je ten další Shutterwalk. A teďko to znova zdvojuje a znova samoní. Takže každý kolo to bude horší a horší a horší. Protože on pořád dostává kupy té ruky a pořád se to buffuje. Tyhle, to je úplně neuvěřitelný tohle.
And there goes there. Okay, all right. Okay.
To je nekonečný kombo tohle.
All right, this is real bad for you.
I don't feel good.
And you can't even play Shutterwalk. You're overloaded. He's got 2 Wind Furies in his hand. Just FYI, just like a heads up for you.
Yeah, I mean,
I've 2 Wind Furies. Actually, what's going on is he's beating you with your own deck.
Yeah, no.
It's like your deck, but much better.
I know now. Paladins get to be priests as well. So I mean, I feel like maybe we just dig for something magical.
Yeah.
Třeba Hex by to chtěl.
I mean, I can Ancestral Spirit my 0-4.
That's the thing. You should do that, I think.
Yeah, I think first.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. You're dead no matter what.
Oh my God, we're so dead.
You're super dead. Yeah. You could look for a Battlecry minion with Blazing Invocation.
Yeah.
I don't know what you could possibly get. Big Game Hunter? You're still dead, though.
Big Game Hunter byl zajímavý.
Game Hunter this. We'll live a turn. We'll live a turn.
I'm not sure that's true. Hey, Burlock actually.
Burlock funguje, no. To zamrazí, to je pravda.
It's also a Battlecry.
All right, so I'm going to freeze this.
Yeah, do it.
No, když teďko zahraje Ancestral na tohoto téma, tak přežije, že jo? Jasně. Tak pojďme se podívat, jako se bude dít.
All right, so the plan is that
next turn Shutterwalk. Next turn you'll freeze his guys.
Yeah.
One of his guys.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
This is what happens with Zola the Gorgon and the Baleful Breaker.
And it's happening in a random order, correct?
No, it's the same order every time.
Oh gosh.
Jo, takhle, takže on se dokonce ještě aktivuje vždycky v tom samém orderu. Takže ona ta karta je opravdu konzistentní, protože vy si vyberete, co chcete jak zahrát.
Maybe it's a random order. I've lost track. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we clear our board and then Shutterwalk clear one of his 6/6s and then Shutterwalk our own?
Yeah, I think that what I have to do is I have to go hit.
Order's random.
Okay.
Order's random. Sorry.
Okay, so
I messed that up.
Okay, so I go hit. At the very least, we do this.
Yeah.
Now, what I need to do is I need to play the Shutterwalk. Oh no, but he'll just Wind Fury the unfrozen one and kill us.
Yeah.
No je to GG teďko už, no.
I think we do it. I think we do it and see what happens. At this point, I'm completely unclear.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're more than likely
dead. We gotta see how
dead.
this goes. Okay.
Tak postupně, jo, takže tohle to je.
Got him. We got that one in the deck.
Náhodně miniona. Na stole.
Now, if only it was summoned there and I changed it.
Druhý gang, jasně.
Yeah, no, hey, hello.
Here we go.
All right, let's get one in the hand.
Oh, that actually is not.
Good.
That's not bad. That's like the right one to get here.
Oh my
God. That's like our one opportunity.
No way.
Apprentice
No way.
It's one of those.
Oh,
that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
A znova gang.
Alright, so he does have double Wind Fury.
Oh man. You know what we should have taken instead of that thing? We should have taken the battle cry that gives adjacent minions taunt. That was the right.
Oh wait, deal 3 damage. I forgot. Wait, it didn't freeze.
It froze, but they killed the frozen one.
Oh, of course. Yes. No.
Oh God! If we had taken Sun Fury Protector, those guys would all have taunt.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
That would have been insane.
All right.
Mega masakr.
Misplay.
All right,
wow.
Well played. Oh my gosh.
Jako za mě, tohle je samozřejmě jako šílená partie. Nicméně to dá ten Shutterwalk, tak bych řekl, že je karta, která by mohla hodně ovlivnit metu.
Okay, wait. I wanna take a journey into the card collection and look at some of these cards.
Sure, yeah. I'll make sure we didn't reveal all of them. Not that. That's the
oh
the
yeah,
button.
of course.
That's
Yeah.
the new borrow dex button that came out.
Yeah, you know, I actually have this problem. I don't know if you've ever done this where you.
I got you. You tell the
Oh
story.
yeah, thank you. Yeah. Where you try to. You're like, oh, after this game, I'm definitely going to change this card in my deck, and then you don't for like 4 more games.
Tak jsem viděl ten balík, jestli tam byla ještě něco jiného. Vidíme Zap, to je tak nějaká nová karta.
Zap is 0 mana, deal 2 damage to a minion, overload 1. Oh.
Za 0 money. Dej
It's
za
kind
2
of like the
miliona.
shaman version of backstab.
Yeah.
A overload
Backstab's
1.
pretty good.
Wow. This
Nový backstab.
Doesn't require
Máme
you to
nový
get,
backstab,
undamaged
dámy a
minion,
pánové.
minion. It's got overload 1.
Máme nový backstab ve hře.
Yeah, and I mean, I can imagine that this is a really nice
Tohle to je
tempo card, because, you know, in the early days,
absolutně
shaman was
insane
very much
karta.
so like a mid-range.
Jako ano, má to samozřejmě backside,
deck and,
ale pokud budete hrát Sudího šamana, tak do Sudího šamana se to hrá dá tohleto. A zároveň ten overload vám vůbec nevadí v ten moment. Holy shit.
Oh, Unbound Elemental.
Unbound,
Yeah.
thank you. Wow, you're good at the card names.
Pretty sick. Name's Day9. Please follow me on Twitter. I'm curious about this. Whenever you cast a spell, draw a minion from your deck. I mean, it looks like there's just a couple of really high-value minions.
In this deck? Yeah, well, I mean, that's a good way to get Shutterwalk if you're trying to build this combo.
Ten bankéř je fakt zajímavý, no.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
Akorát ta 2/2 je teda hodně
as I'm
špatný
scrolling
tělo.
down here,
Do
a lot of
agresivní
them
mety.
just build upon large creatures, like, you know, or just large plays. Like the Ghostlight Angler obviously has a
Angler
really
je
nice
taky
synergy with
neuvěřitelný, no.
Hagatha.
To je Murloc,
You can
kterýho
draw
tam je
the
tak chtěla
Shutterwalk,
dávno předtím.
Twilight Drakes, because I mean we wind up with a lot of cards in hand, sort of drawn outside of deck.
Yeah, and that gives your Shutterwalks plus a health as well. Let's take a look at Blazing Invocation again. That was a new card we revealed here. And
Blazing Invocation. How much mana is that? One cost.
Invokace, to je to, co vám discoverné Battlecry miniona. To je úplně stejný, jako když vyšlo to Dej si Taunta do ruky, teď mi vypadlo jméno, je to pro Warriora.
When it's not in Wild.
A Roguna má to samý u Desert karty, že jo? Klasika.
Oh yeah, and I guess this would also let you get more Jade Spirits and Eye of Black
or even
Claws.
Shutterwalk. You can discover Shutterwalk this way too.
Wow.
All right, should we jump into another deck here?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Yes, we should.
Challenge that.
Well, is it possible to take a look at the Paladin?
Oh,
deck?
let's do that. Yeah, let's do that too.
Yeah, because I'm really curious about this deck construction.
Hidden Wisdom was that new secret we saw.
All golden cards.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, running a 1-of, it seems a little bit hard to proc and trigger too consistently. And then, of course, here's the Obnoxious Repentance, but...
Tak vidíme teda všechny ty nové karty, takže to je ten meč, který stojí těch 8 manej, to je zajímavá karta. Potom samozřejmě Countess Ashmore, že jo, to je ta karta, která vám lízne Rush miniona, Leicester miniona a ještě něco.
Prince Liam. Transform all 1-cost cards.
Pak teda ten Liam, že jo? Neuvěřitelný.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, this feels like a
jednomanový
really
karty
interesting
transformuje do
card to have
legendárek.
in a tempo deck, because a lot of really aggressive Paladin decks, especially with secrets, they just run out of steam.
Yeah, and this lets you build an aggressive early game deck that lets you transition into a late game powerhouse.
Yeah. And there's the Bellringer Sentry.
Bellringer Sentry, to je to, co vám jako Battlecry vytáhne secret z balíku na stůl.
Hey, right click on the card. Let's look at his flavor text.
Who are you? None of my
That's
business.
such a knowing laugh, like.
Okay.
Who are you? And none of my business. Oh, there it is. So if I also look, this Rebuke is really sick. That's like the.
No, Rebuke je taká, která má efekt Loteba, že zražuje spely na jedno kolo protivníkovi opět.
I don't think we revealed that card in the game.
Oh, Swamp Dragon Egg Death Rattle.
Za 1 manu 0-3 s Deadrattlem. Dej si náhodného draka do ruky.
Interesting egg-based decks. You know, like Jackie Chan has built some of those. The player Jackie Chan, not the martial artist. And you know, just like the 0-2 draw card death.
Má to možná moc životů. Takže bude pro to procnout, ale do nějakého agra by to mohlo být dobrý tohle.
Yeah, I mean, and this seems to really sort of like to just deal with some of the problems of having a buff-based dex, which is like you run out of targets. No one's going to want to willingly attack this, so it winds up staying alive more easily.
Saw Vicious Scalehide.
Where's Vicious Scalehide? How much is that? 2 cost. Vicious Scalehide.
Oh, tak jedna Scalehide, to je za 2 many, ta 1-3 s Lifestealem a Rushem.
To get back in the game and, you know, in this case, heal your hero up.
So there's a lot of the past Paladin cards that have been like buffing things in your hand. A lot of those are rotating out, or some of those are rotating out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, won't quite get the benefit from that, but Paladin already has a ton of extra buffs.
All right,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's fight.
Okay, so we're gonna get the right. We're gonna choose the right deck this time. Oh no, don't go there.
Don't go there. All right. Look, okay.
We're just gonna. I don't want to queue against the random player.
Tak, jsme se další hru asi.
Oh my gosh, Reels fight against me. Okay, thank goodness. That's why we have 2 of us here. Oh my god.
Wow. Zakem to tam moc pěkný karty vidíme.
Choose the Hunter deck.
Hunter deck.
Handy Druid. Taky jsem dneska to recenzoval.
Not the Mage deck?
Yeah, no.
Jdeme se podívat na Alerii.
Contact with Christina. No, it's the wrong one. We're gonna do the hunter deck.
Okay. So I didn't talk about this. There's that borrow decks button on the bottom there. So if you're challenging another player and they have some decks, like maybe you're newer to the game, you don't have a lot of decks, you just want to help somebody play test the game or something, you can hit borrow decks and they get a little dialog box. And they can say, yeah, they can use my decks in this challenge. So just for that 1v1 friendly play experience, now you can use each other's
fantastic.
Decks. You can swap decks and play each other's decks against each other.
Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Even for just like trying to practice or work on a deck, you can be like, hey, dude, can you just borrow my deck? I want to try to see if you can figure out how to solve this matchup.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that's fascinating.
If your friend who doesn't have the cards you have and you want them to get the experience of playing with some cool decks, then you can do that too.
Right. Oh, carry and
break. Takže oni pracují, počkat, tohle je zásadní. Oni teda pracují na feature, kdy můžete půjčit protivníkovi jeho balík.
Next. Because it's like Max.
Tak jestli to jako funguje, tak to je teda neuvěřitelné. Prostě představa, že já tady třeba hraju proti svým sabům. A půjčím mu tady balík. Tak to je úplná bomba.
Alright, so I'm just gonna hit confirm. So
to je podle mě daleko lepší, než zatím jako co jsme slyšeli. Tak to je úplně skvělý. To
je úplně skvělý. And so actually Vicious Scale Hide is a beast.
Tak aspoň máte jako důvod sabnout.
Oh, he's playing Odd Mage.
Tak hraje lichýho mága, takže má buffnutou abilitu. A Hunter je tam normálně Hunter, takže pojďme se podívat na normálního Huntera.
This is fantastic. Well, so if he is an odd cost only card from this.
Yeah. So that means you know he doesn't have some things, right? You know he doesn't have Frostbolt. You know he doesn't have Fireball. He doesn't have Cone of Cold or Blizzard.
No, takhle tak přesně říká Ben, že ty jak hraješ proti balíku, který je lichej, tak víš, že nemá sudý karty, že nemá Frostball, že nemá Fireball a tak dále. A že se dá podle toho docela dobře pracovat.
Right away. Sure. I think Wandering Monster is a really nice card because since he only has odd cards,
he's not going to follow up with a spell. He could follow out with a 1-cost spell.
We'll probably expect him to Fire Blast this and not have a turn 2 play and then donk us in the face.
Yeah, let's hope for the donkage.
Yes, I just
donkage.
Every day I wake up.
Today,
dear RN Jesus,
let there be
donkage. Yeah. Oh, he's not going to fall for this.
No, he's probably stream sniping us, is my guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Why would he do that?
Yeah, I guess we are one of those popular Hearthstone streams right now.
To je ta kočička, která má spell damage a battlecry, když hrajete lichý balík, tak vám lízne kartu, ta karta je neuvěřitelná. Jako takovýhle start za mága je úplně neuvěřitelný, protože máte karty na ruce, máte board prezenci, máte lepší abilitu, to je šílený prostě. Tak tady řešit, co se vezmou, že jo, tak samozřejmě možnosti asi toho Animal Companion nebo multishoty. That's a picky. Varbu Skitterer za 5 mana 1/3 Beast, který má Poison a Rush.
Yeah, you can use it like Assassinate in some ways, right? Assuming they don't have like a taunt minion. It's like a 5 mana removal card.
Ale zase je to možnost rovnou použít, no.
Nice. Okay.
But also if you could set up a scenario where you're attacking into a minion that has 2 or less attack, you can get multiple triggers here. That's pretty good. That worked out well for us.
I'm so good at Hearthstone. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, I mean, this is the guy who just had his hand stolen last time and had infinite. What's that card called?
Shudderwalk. Yeah.
Scutterwalk. Shudderwalk.
You got there.
Skitterdock. Okay, so I'm gonna bonk in here. I think I want to do some sort of trade.
Tak takhle tady řeší, jak to má zahrát, se má dát ten Big Blast, který se zlevní na 1, když zabije miniona, a nebo dát multishot. No. Ta shota vypadá nejlíp z toho všeho.
And Wormguard, if you're holding a dragon, get +1 attack.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool dragons in the set. Also, I mentioned earlier, if you could Emrys that guy and double his attack and health, it's a 7/22 taunt minion.
That's
tady je ten nový Nightmare Amalgam.
Oh my god, this is a popular meme card.
Je to Elemental Mech, Demon, Murloc, Pirát, Drak, co jsem zapomněl, tyjo, Mech.
Playing as it looks to be more of a control-y hunter because I think the biggest downside of hunters is they don't have good card draw. So I have to be very thoughtful and efficient on each turn. And I think a Wing Blast, even though I'm not going to get the 1 mana value out of it, it just seems like a completely clear play.
Yeah, I think so. Look, you're playing a late game deck. You got dragons, huge taunt minions going on here, so staying alive until that point is pretty good.
Starting to get slightly concerned about my scale hides because
Tak Dark Souls Elemental. Za 5 many 5/5 Battle Cry, když jste zahráli minulý kolo Elementála, tak si líznete kartu. A je to taky Elementál.
Scale hide and the hunter's mark.
Yeah, you could also Vilebird Skitterer.
I think.
No, tak to může dát buď to Skitterera a zabít to, anebo dá Marku a tu 1/3 s Rashem zabije to prostě.
So, either one, look, you've got a lot of removal in your hand here, so you can bust one of them here and hero power, or you can just go Vilebird Skitterer. The Vilebird Skitterer is more useful if they do have guys with less than.
Řekl jsem Elementál, Elementálové.
I figure I may as well just do this to be able to spend a little mana and pop him in the face.
Stejně protivník zahraje Nivu, tak uznávám, že je to sír.
I mean, being able to deal 2 damage every turn is really good.
It's really good.
That's really good.
I mean, he had to make some sacrifices to do that, right? He's not playing some really good cards.
Yeah, I love so much of that starts the game off, because I mean.
Zatím přesně tady vidíme sami jako fakt dobrý kamonky a éra. Možná, že by se mohli hodně zlevnit balíky. Ty expanze. Tak znova kočka Amalgam.
Please draw a dragon.
Tak žádný
That's
dragon,
kind of the
bohužel.
opposite of a dragon. So right now, I feel like I don't necessarily want to run out the Worm Guard because I really want that to trigger. I really want it to be a 4/11 with taunt.
Yeah.
So I think I'll absolutely run this out. We have a number of removal options that we can follow up with, and.
Oh!
I'm so good at Hearthstone.
That's incredible!
That's.
Oh my gosh!
It's
That is so perfect.
There was a moment where I was like, Ben, something's wrong. The card has turned yellow. And then I was like, very well, let's go ahead and gobble them up.
Takže, jak vidíte, ten Amalgam má hodně weaknessů.
Incredible.
A tohle je jedna z nich přesně.
Yeah. I wonder if he's just cursing over at his cubicle. And do I want to clear this? I don't think I do, because I think I just need to be
He does give him spell power. Which is a thing, a little spell damage bonus.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, I feel like I am in. This Hungry Crab is an acceptable way to trade with. Careful with my removal spells.
Tak automaton zdvojnásobuje sílu, abilit a léčení a teďko dává Fireball za 4, no tak to je brutální. Wow.
So I want to draw a dragon.
I think he's still running there with that and bop to 4/4.
Yeah, I mean,
leave that 4 damage power going.
That's so much damage. This card is so nice in that deck. I mean, like a 4/4 body is already pretty nice.
Yeah, right. It's odd cost, so you can run it in the odd cost mage, which is where you want it.
Jo. Jako ta kočka je fakt jako úplně neuvěřitelná. To je prostě, tohleto je rare, který je dobrý jak Azure Drake. Jako opravdu představa, co k tomu jako říct. Pak ještě ten automaton. U toho automatonu je to o trochu horší, protože on má hodně špatný tělo za tu manu. A ta abilita je brutální.
You could have Valen, Malagos and that nerd in there.
Tady je ta 3/4 pixie, která vám refreshuje abilitu. Takže to je OTKčko s automatonem.
Just in terms of stats, it's a 3/4 for 3.
Přesně tak. Tam se to kamonka a máte bombastický staty.
I guess right now your minions all already have rush.
Tady je Hardmaster Show, to je ta legendárka pro Huntera, která dává všem minionům vašim charge.
I mean, if I run out
teda charge, ty vlastně to like rush.
So I'm getting really concerned about my life, because at this point I'm all in on the Worm Guard. I think I'm just going to have to play the Vilebrood Skitterer and pop the 3/4.
The 3/4, yeah. And follow it up with the Hellmaster. He's not getting.
Yeah, it's just so hard to
have to blow everything to kill the Hellmaster, and that's good for you.
And I realize my brain is sort of pre-programmed with the if you have no duplicates in your deck. Like, he can have additional copies of the Blackwalled Pixie. He can have additional copies of the 4/4 that doubles the hero power. Very well.
And he probably does.
He could have 2 breath of Syndragosa.
Syndragosa, jasně, to je by the way spell, který nerotuje, takže...
I know!
Počkat,
nerotuje? Not to get killed.
On je z Angora, že jo, nerotuje.
I'm trying my hardest. This cat.
If he had 1 less health, it'd be
if he just
significantly. Hey, that's actually really good with
Dire Frenzy, to je ta karta, která dá Beastovi +3/+3 a velkých jádrů se do balíku 3 kopie.
I don't necessarily...
To je bombastický, no.
And those copies have
Snajtu to je, díky, tak snajtu.
It's a real pleasure to be playing a hunter that has control capabilities. That is a really nice effect.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yep, shuffle 3 copies into your deck with +3.
Jako teďko máte v balíku 3 za 2 many, 4, 5, 6, který mají lifesteal a dáš. To je úplně šílený.
Oh, here's a new card.
Cinderstorm, deal 5 damage randomly split among all enemies.
Oh, we got lucky.
Počkat, za kolik to bylo many? Za 5 many, jdeš za 5 mezi všechny nepřátelskými miniony.
So here we have...
Dragon.
You know, I feel real pathetic playing a candle shot on turn 10. Which one? Pick, you know what, I'm gonna hit this one.
Yeah, really good play. Really good play.
Well, I mean, again, it's like...
Way to use 3 mana.
Žádnej drak, ty jo.
Exciting. You could have just played the Worm Guard. It's not like it gets way better here.
Well, I feel like I've just emotionally committed to it being a 4/11 with taunt.
Here's the thing, when you draw that dragon, you're gonna be like, I really want to play the dragon now.
No, to je ten skill, který mu přišel. Tady je brutální to, jak to má lifesteal, že byste schopni se potom vrátit zpátky do hry. A ono vás to vyléčí hned.
We're going to zap him in the face. We're going to take this out. And you know, like
I think at some point you should give up and play Worm Guard.
You know, we're gonna have to, but we're gonna, to the bitter end, keep him in the hand.
This is good. 4 lifesteal each turn is strong.
You know, I remember when Hearthstone was like being released. A lot of people were talking about how strong.
Hey, you got the removal there.
Tak tady je ten Bakuže Monitor, protože ona je to normálně karta ve hře, takže se prostě můžete zahrát.
Like legendary animation and sound effect and being like, oh my gosh, it's gonna destroy everything. I don't want to unleash the hounds. Now, is it time?
I feel like it is. That's nothing to laugh at, right? Having a 3/11.
Well, you say it's nothing to laugh at, but I do draw a card at the start of next turn. And I think that the chances that it's a dragon is 100%.
It's very high. Now that you've committed to playing Worm Guard.
There's some engineer watching this playtest.
+1 attack, no!
No, could have been burst into tears on the stream.
Tak, panenka. Nejpřesilnější karta celé expanze.
Oh gosh, this is so
Zatargetujete miniona, zabijete si ji a zabijete toho miniona. Misailky?
He just has... He played Arcanest missiles, and then the Arcane missiles.
Aha. Missile, okay.
Oh, no.
Well, you know what? I have a bow and arrow.
Oh.
Hiya. When Hearthstone first came out, there was a lot of discussion that this hero power is so good because you basically have a way to beat your opponent. You have a finisher as the hero power.
That's true.
So in theory, you could have only control cards in Hunter.
5
but
turns from now, you've got it.
Yeah.
Nothing else changes.
Curio Collector. Za 5 many 4/4, kdykoliv se lízneš kartu, tak získej +1/+1. To je spíš do arény, ale do arény to je brutální. What? Za 3 lany 5/4 drak, který vyvolá 2/1 Poisonous Drake Slayera pro oponenta.
This seems like an excellent card to run in Rogue, because you can hero power on turn 2, turn 3, throw out the Marsh Strike and clear.
It's good when you have candle shot as well. It's good.
Ty vole, tak to je ale úplně absurdní, ne, v Roguně.
I might do play all your cards here, right?
V Roguně si dáte ve druhém kole abilitu. Ve třetím kole tohleto a máte 5/4 na stole?
Oops. We're going to do this, and then we're going to...
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Well, see, I have... This is my attempt to be a better human at Hearthstone, is I just let the card
to je
hover
levnější o 2 mana, než by to mělo stát.
Yeah. And that happens a good 50% of the time.
Do Roguny to je brutální.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Remember, I have the finisher as my hero power.
Odd cost card. That's...
Okay. And no ice blocks. No ice blocks, okay.
Not bad. Okay.
Žádné ice bloky,
Returns of hero powers.
Now, if he could play the Arcane Artificer, the 1 mana creature that gives you armor per spell cast.
That would keep him alive.
Well, we're just going to hope that he... Okay.
Uh-oh.
Prostě Kuria.
Play any card draw. That's good for us.
Gosh, 2 damage a turn. This is such... I can't wait to play this.
Yeah, it's fun.
If you're holding a dragon...
To je taky jedna z nejsilnějších karet v celé expanzi. Za 4
I know.
many 4/4.
There's no dragons in the deck.
Když máte draka na ruce, tak to je 5/4 s crashem.
Yeah, I know. Maybe borrow dragons from a friend.
Okay, he's got to heal somehow or beat you this turn. With Wandering Monster, I feel like that's unlikely.
Double...
Ale to už je málo, no.
One time. Oh my gosh, Reels, he's gonna let us take him out. Die! Yeah! Oh. Tank it.
Got it.
Got
it. We did it.
No. Yes!
Why not?
Wow.
Yeah, all right. Roar!
We did it! We did it! Well,
Jako co je úplně bombastický, tak je to, že to jsou balíky, které prakticky nepoužívají karty, které se používaly minulou rotaci. To je skvělý. A ty balíky jsou docela levný.
Okay, we have to look at this hunter deck. I need to see what
is. Tohle to složíte z pre-order, podle mě skoro.
Yeah. Well, see, it's from the play button where there's my collection. Yeah, no, I see it. I'm merely explaining where the autopilot is coming from because I wasn't even aware that I hit that. So this is the hand. No, excuse me.
That's the deck we want to look at. The hunter deck.
Two times Alaria's plan. Okay.
Okay, so Marsh Drake and Robert Skitter.
Tohle je dračí kontrolní hunter.
Hunting Mastiff is a really interesting.
Mastiff to je ten Mastiff, který má 2/1 rush echo. Na tradování to je vlastně jak Unleashe, ale o trochu horší.
Talking about the Marsh Drake?
Yes, the Marsh Drake. Oh, yes, 3 cost Marsh Drake. Yeah.
Marsh Drake je to brutální.
Drake Slayer for your opponent. This is a really interesting card to me because I remember how much damage the Tomb Pillagers.
Jako vy to můžete hrát akorát v Roguně a akorát v Mágovi, protože nikdy nemá, a dobře, ještě to můžete hrát v Palaginovi, ale tam to je, tam nemáte důvod. Takže vy, jakmile máte vlastně způsob, jak zabít tu 2/1, tak je to velmi dobrý.
I mean, even like playing Jeweled Macaw or whatever, right, could be the way that you trade into Drake Slayer.
And then there's the Vicious Scalehide, really cool control card.
Jo, a oni to tam berou tak, že jak tam hrajete třeba jednodropy, tak už máte to jak vytradovat, takže dáte jednodrop, pak vykojiníte a zabijete to.
I'm really into this card.
No jasně, Candle Shota a tak dále souhlasím.
Yeah.
Pak jsou teda ty pavouci, to je... Tam je přesně vidět, jak ta karta by byla silná, aby stala 4.
That felt nice.
Virmgard je teda hodně silný.
Let's take a look at the mage deck that we saw there.
Yeah, I mean, this is
a card we did not show.
A ten Magos, ten lichý mage.
I think that for a lot of people it's difficult to envision what odd and even cost decks look like because there's so many cards that are rotating out.
Tohle je balík, ve kterém je jedna legendárka a 2 epiky.
So certainly there's the early control cards. You don't have Frostbolts, Arcane Missiles, and Breath of Sindragosa. Mana Worm is just always good, but this Black Cat is, I think, very strong.
Kamonka ta kočka.
So we revealed
Cinderstorma je to jakoby zajímavá, ale hodně hodná. Amalgáme, Milice, Curio. Jako ty vole prostě. Jako vypadá to, že teda tempo lichý mage i zde vejno. To je prostě balík, který máte z pre-orderu, ještě nám zbydou ty vole 3 legendárky a 12 000 dustů třeba. Darkmire Moonkin za 7 many 2/8 a má spell damage plus 2.
Interesting and unusual sort of spikes in power. And the fact that this is a 2/8, that it's a much more durable spell damage card. And it's 7 mana, so it can be played on turn 10 with, 3 mana, the Cinderstorm, the Arcaner missiles. And with spell damage, this is going to go from 5 to 7. Each individual won't get +1 damage. Although I understand that used to be the case, before the game was released. And
there was some rude decks there at the end.
Malagos,
Arcane porovnání se starým koboldem, který stál 4 many a byl 2/2, tak ten...
Because 3 + 5 is oftentimes
ten Moonkin vypadá, že to asi nerefutej.
Okay, all right, that's it for those decks. Let's jump back in here.
All right, let's do it.
Let's take a look at we're going to play against you're going to play Warrior. And Ryan's gonna play
Warrior. Nová klasa, čete. Warrior.
You're gonna play.
Nová klasa.
Okay, no, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. You know what? It's so easy.
Yeah.
The interface it's
calls
play.
To
it's
you.
right there.
It's right there. You want to play, so you click.
You're
play.
Like, let's play, and I'm like, I know just the button. All right,
let's do it.
All right, choose.
Okay, so
ten Day 9 je takovej troll. To je neuvěřitelný s ním.
I think it was real to bit this deck, but it could have been Stephen Chang.
Yeah.
It says, I basically typed rush into the collection manager and started clicking.
Takže tohle je Rush Warrior.
Similar to how I make
decks. This is Lunara, so this is the new druid.
Tohle je ten nový skin na druida. No ty kozy, ty vole.
All right, so Rabid Worgen is a 3/3 with a rush.
Za mě dobrý skin.
We're going to be doing something control-ish. You said it was. Oh, it's not an odd cost warrior.
No, this is not. I was wrong about the odd warrior. Although I highly recommend playing it. It's
tak Farpát je ten nový vrlvin.
A maximum armor warrior.
Rabid Worgen je za 3 trojka z Rushes. No.
Okay, so I don't really know exactly what this deck's going to be like. Is this a more control-y deck?
You know, it's let me see here. You have a lot of opportunities for value trades, and raw card advantage comes in the form of battle rage, weapons, and counters.
Proč hraješ druida? Jako ten balík je špatný, ale má
removal. You can use one later with the Gunspire to go nuts.
So I'm going to keep this hand because
pojďme zpátky
ke kartám.
Jako jak řešil samozřejmě Mulligan, a ten Worgen je teda hodně dobrý, jak dokáže tradovat. To je jako kdyby to byla 3-2 s takovým horším chargem.
Wow, you really put the pressure on. Wow.
Oh, there's the Gunspire.
Gunspire, to je ta legendárka, která dává damage prostě
Yeah, so with the Warpath there, it is significantly ridiculous.
So, I mean...
Oh, Lenara.
Oh my gosh.
So annoying.
All right, first of all, let me just destroy this well. All right, that's good. I got a lot of aggression out there. Oh, well, there goes the tile. Well, you know. All right.
There's the Witchwood apple.
Summon the tree ants.
Witchwood apple, dej si do ruky 3 jablíčka, a teda 3 trianty.
You know, there was the early paladin reveals at the last set that each individually didn't seem to do that much, but when you start getting tons of the combos going, they go insane.
No, he's got a lot of effects that care about how many cards he's got in his hand, and that puts a lot of cards in his hand.
Now, I don't know if I should be looking for the value trades right now, or whether I should just be building the board and armoring up.
Yeah, so you only have one. I mean, like, here's the thing about Rush. It's kind of interesting because you could play it now, or you could play it once they have a minion on the table. It's basically the same, but you do need to get something on the board at some point. So, yeah Rapid Worgen is really interesting because you're familiar with Wolf Rider.
I've played against Hunter in 2015.
Brand new card here, Tangle for Mystic.
Okay.
A Tangle for Mystic za třeba 3-4 Battle Cry, kdy si náhodně 2 nového miniona do obou dvou rukou. No, to je pitomý. Tam je blbý to, že ono to dává kartu i protivníkovi. To je spíš výplň do arény, ale ty staty to má teda moc pěkný.
Annihilate it. I mean, we can Worgen and trade, and then next turn play. Okay, real.
Shut up, Lunara.
Just stop it, Lunara. I'm trying to play a game. So, I mean, one option is to just coin this out.
Yeah, I might coin Blood Razor. That seems not crazy.
It seems okay.
And smack it. Yeah.
And I think part of the benefit of doing this is that I can play both the Shadow Ascendant with the Red Band Wasp next turn with it procced. Yeah. In fact, let me lean into the microphone. Yes.
Uh-oh. Mountain Giant's good when you have a lot of cards in your hands.
Yep. All right.
But actually,
you're okay, I
think.
Yeah, I think I'm I mean, certainly I'm gonna pop the face.
Tady jako vidíte přesně toho Gianta v tom druidovi, který můžete hrát díky těm Witchwood Apples, takže to je ten přesně ten hand druid.
Let's just go ahead and do it. We want to get this to be a 4/2. We want the Mountain Giant to never.
You're not going to get the rush off here, but you do have, some pressure on for next turn.
Yeah, and I think that this is building up to, like, I can start to get a lot of momentum with these two cards being played on turn 5.
Yep.
And then, depending on what happens, this could curve out very nicely to the Countess, and then I can always... Well, actually, I'm probably just going to want to play this because this art is awesome.
Yeah. I mean look, that card just can stick around, right? Like, there's...
Yeah.
From now on, it sets you up.
I love the art that just implies that there's no leader here. People just literally put a cannon out and fire.
Tak Whisper Hoods, vyvolej Wispu. Ježiš, oni mají hrozný ksicht. Vyvolej Wispu z každou kartu, co máš na ruce.
Yeah.
That was exciting moment, but it's less bad than I thought it was.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's... Well, I mean, I think the thing that's really cool is that, like, a lot of cards individually seem to have just, like, an effect. It's fine. I think I definitely just... I'm just showing. I'm sorry. I don't...
Oh, gosh.
We can't have you be bad on the air.
Bad
allow that. He's not getting invited back.
No.
I'm trying to gesture. I'm trying. I didn't mean to hurt you so badly. I never want to hurt you, man. So I mean, yeah, like the Wisp card, like Whispering Woods, you get a lot of 1/1s, or like Mountain Giant. Like it's like the whole theme of the deck is like this is very new. Mountain Giants and the Druid.
Mountain Giant Druid to je
like a hand filling deck very differently.
Tady je ten Festrud Husk, který buffuje miniona potom, co zautočí.
Other past hand decks like Warlock.
This is a little rough because I can certainly pop and then execute And then I can just Worgen and blow this up.
Oh, interesting.
No dáš Worgena, vytraduješ, necháš si tu, no,
But you're right, you get to keep the 2/2 on the board if you do it that way.
Yeah, I actually kind of like keeping the execute because I just don't know what else is in his deck.
If you play, I see.
Play the.
But he's used both mountain giants, so.
Yeah, I've never seen a big hand druid before.
Do you just go face, make him do the trade? I guess that's.
I feel like probably I just get sad, pop this, and just keep the board presence. I miss my Shadow Ascendant. She's very important to me, but I kind of have a threatening board, and then I can run out the Countess, which at 6/6 is nothing to balk at.
You could have done it in a slightly different way, where you run the 3/3 into the giant and execute it, and then leave the. No, maybe that's not right.
Because then you'd have a 2/2 and a 6/3.
Tak to je ten Guardian, který jsem dneska recenzoval, to je ten Twilight Drake, který má taunt.
Alright, so now I miss my execute.
Jako teďko to vypadá fakt dobře, prostě ta karta obecně. Tady vidíme tu nejsilnější zbraň v celé expanzi, a to je Woodcutter's X. Za dva dvojky a zbraň, která buffne Rashman 1.
I think so. Do we want to run out the Countess right now?
I think so. I think we get it out there.
It sounds correct. And then I think that I almost certainly want to pop into this.
I think so, yeah.
There's just a lot of druid removal.
Yeah.
Woodcutter's Axe.
So you could drop Woodcutter's Axe into Woodcutter's Axe if you really need that buff.
Počkat, cože? Takže ono vám to dá do ruky i zbraň, když to může. Ty ta Countessa je neuvěřitelná. Ona vám dá teda do ruky miniona, nebo kartu, co má Rush, kartu, co má Dead Rattle a kartu, co má Lifesteal. Takže on teď dostal do ruky prostě 3 Worgena, zbraň a ještě Lifesteal miniona, který má taky Rush. Graft to je ta legendárka, která vám dá do ruky kopii miniona, který má 10/10.
So now he's a 10 mana 10/10, but which card is?
A má taunt teda ještě.
10 mana 10/10.
A zároveň ještě se buffne od ty karty, co má na ruce.
The Town Crier.
Holy shit.
Oh, what a weeper. Okay, so let's see. How do we get through this?
I think that Rush Divine Shielding is pretty good right now. It's a good thing he's in working form.
Oh, I see.
The thing is Royal Guard, on his turn it was
8/3, so it says each turn this is in your hand. I thought it swapped when it came to my turn, so I thought it was going to come back and be a 3/8.
It swaps the end of your
turn.
End of the turn. Okay, excellent. Well, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to definitely
I like it a lot.
Traderoo here. That's very useful to know because I was planning around this completely the opposite. Because I thought that he was going to be 3/8, and I was like, well, we're going to have a rough turn. So this... Oh my gosh, that's enough of 4/1s that gain health.
Jako tohle vypadá fakt šíleně.
Dude, you can set up the Gunspire now. They have a Warpath for turn 10. I don't know if you want to do it this turn.
I mean, if we play this out and then we just wood chop this.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
I think that's the play. I think that's a very reasonable play. So here we go.
On vypadá Exu vytraduje, nechá si Countessu deface a zahraje ten Tower. A ta věž je zajímavá v tom, že ona rozdává damage pokaždé, když jí dáte damage, takže...
The Gunspire.
And again, I feel kind of obligated to hit this.
And the Gunspire could take care of that guy next turn, right?
Yeah, I mean, the reason I feel obligated is that swipes.
You got Rabbit Worgen, you got.
No a to je teda 10/18 tohleto. Ty vole.
Yeah.
Oh, how bad do you miss that execute right now?
I miss it dearly.
Okay, well, it's too bad that guy maybe next turn will be useful as a 6/2 rush.
So we can warpath, and let's see. So we can deal up to 5 times.
Hit all the things 5 times, and then you're gonna deal 15 damage with Gunspire.
But is there any way to be able to? I mean, like we could just try to Town Crier and draw in some answer for this.
You're gonna die, man. This is not good for you. He's got 14 damage with attack on the board.
Well, listen, let's be awesome at the very least, huh? Dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Boom.
Jasně, Gunfire prostě.
Ideally, it doesn't hit that 4/1 at all. Face. I mean, you could almost kill him here. He's just top. Okay, yeah. 2 more hits.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. You know what? I'm all in on this. I'm committing to this plan.
We're doing it.
I mean, he is at 8. So we'll definitely go to.
Se tváří jako celkem rozumně, ale
there's a lot to kill this right here.
Nevím, no.
He's got 10 cards. What are the chances one of
And
those?
he might still be squelched, so we haven't heard Nemo yet. Draw a card, gain 1 armor for each
Tak
card in your
finished
hand.
zhaut, to je to, co vám dá
Druid. Stop
armory
doing your
podle toho, kolik
warrior
máte karet na
impersonation.
ruce. Jo.
Oh, wow.
Teda další polonahá ptačice.
First card costs 0. Huh.
First thing you play here is going to cost 0 mana.
On to
Okay,
dá
so this
zlevní
is the
prostě
potential
jednu
to do
kartu
something
a jednu
really
kartu. No.
amazing.
I don't know.
Wow.
That's actually good. And actually, you got the, you know, it's funny is you could, you probably don't want to attack with your weapon there, but you could replace your weapon to buff it to the 8-4 or 8-3 and kill that 10-7.
Yeah. So I think we definitely play the Swift Messenger.
I feel like you do, but maybe you need the lifesteal off the
that's
the scale blade.
I think I need to play this hit, and then play the Scalebane
The problem is,
and then
you don't get the Dusk falling off the board, and I'm pretty sure next turn is not going to go well for you.
Here's what we're gonna do: we're gonna play this for 0,
I mean, you already are just going to die. To
and then I'm gonna Town Crier it, just to be able to draw a Rush minion from the deck.
Okay.
Because I don't see any good plays right now, because he's gonna have a 0 mana spell.
Armoring up is a not bad play right now. So maybe let's save some mana for that.
Yeah, we'll have enough mana after the 1 cost. Okay.
Not the best.
Okay.
I think you gotta play your Woodcutter's Axe. Don't because otherwise you don't kill that guy, the 10-7. You gotta play.
But I can play this and Woodcutters to heal.
Okay, yeah, right. You can do that. Yep.
Now I know next turn is gonna hurt very badly.
No, to nebyla úplně nejlepší play tohle teda asi.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't laugh to me. Oh my God. Okay, the
pressure.
Christina, who's over here, like managing the stream and stuff, she will
takhle
bury
samozřejmě
her face
Aviana
in your hand, covering her mouth. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I have Rush minions. This is actually really nice to be able to at least have some answer to this. However, I'd like to stress that none of this is funny, and this is a hard moment for me. Okay. I know what Twitch chat looks like. I know there's people that's going, that was just bad.
Oh no! You've lost like 7 different ways here.
But all right, here we go. Take that.
Got him.
No, tak asi 50 různých karet. Raven card, to je ta karta, která vám dává taky karty do
deal 18 damage, kill a 12/12, and dude, look at this. We don't even have to spend mana, and we'll draw a card. Oh my God, the Town Crier. I think that's me right now. This is what I'm gonna look like. Do I just? I think. Okay, I'm gonna Rabid Worgen.
I'm 100% sure it doesn't matter what you do here.
You know, you're like a father figure to me on the stream. I want to say that again. We're gonna draw a card.
Yeah. Oh, there's
that is really
normal circumstance. That's
ha ha ha. Yeah, you know, yeah, you know what, man? He's done. Here we go. Bonk. All right, we're gonna run out this 1/3. He doesn't even know.
Yeah.
There we go. You know what? To the face.
Yeah,
with
to
the
the
axe.
face.
Yeah, got him.
No, kdyby tam nechal tu Avianu, tak by to dopadlo jinak. Myslím, že to jako naprosto realisticky se obávám, že ten druid bude celkem postrat.
Like the games that
zase je to ta pravda, že v rámci jakoby mety, kde je Keyblok
okay, let me unsquelch him. I forgot that I haven't squelched this whole time, man. He's gonna rewatch this VOD and he's gonna be like, oh man. I'm gonna see reels at lunch and be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to mute you.
Wow.
All right, we saw a couple of the cards there, Rabid Worgen and Tangle for Mystic, but I think we should. Do you want to check them out, or do you want to just go straight into the next game?
I just want to briefly look at this deck at some of the. Yeah, I don't want to lurk here too long. I mean, the Countess Ashley, I feel like has a lot of just potential in any deck, given how good.
Tak, tohle je taky takový balík, který se asi bude hrát. Ten Rush Droid.
I mean, they haven't been super all-stars yet, but you know, like Prince Valinar.
No, tam je prostě jenom otázka, který karty by tam mohly být jako dobrý.
Prince Valinar cards is just like incredibly powerful as a rush minion.
Yep, and you know, Woodcutter's Axe.
Commander je neuvěřitelný. Milice obecně asi jako nejlepší rush minion vůbec, který vyšel.
Thug after hero attacks his minion. Ooh, oh, that's pretty nice.
Zakcivalně 3/3, když váš Hergina zautočí, dej mu +1/+1.
I don't. I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Who put this card here?
It wasn't us.
You know what, Ben? Let's just go into the next game.
Let's
go into the next game. Let us not muse on the history of who and what is the hench claim. What is our final match?
We got an exciting one here.
Okay.
So
Pumpkin Cry. Is that
You know, I just realized they've numbered the decks in the order that we were supposed to play them.
You know what?
I've just now realized that.
Now that we've hit the end, that was a smart organizational technique.
That's very helpful, actually.
Wow,
it's like all completely in order.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I'm not going to look at the number when there's a name like Pumpkin Cry.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Reels is going to be playing meme on stream here, so.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do it. Yeah. No. I had a really tough week. And I just went home and had a good Pumpkin Cry.
Handclan Thug was a new card. It was in that hand turret deck, but.
Meme on stream.
But it's a brand new card.
And is it whenever your hero attacks, or whenever? Well, yeah, no, it was whenever your hero attacks. So Druid would be able to proc that every turn.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. Oh, some new cards. Some new cards.
Okay. Deal 4 damage to a minion if that kills it. Add a copy.
That's not the new card.
Tak to je ta kripová karta, to je ta Holy Water. A Nightskill Matriarch za 7 many. 4 devítka drak pro Priesta.
Oh, Injured Blademaster. Wow.
Friendly minion je heal.
So whenever... Wow. This is overpowered, Ben. Gosh, why would you put this here? Okay, so whenever a friendly minion is healed, summon a 3/3 help.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
and priests are
It's
known...
got 9 health, so like you might get some heals off that.
I think we keep it. No, I'm just kidding, Ben. I don't want to hurt you that way. All right, so I'm just gonna keep the Injured Blademaster.
Jako to je šílený.
The lady in white.
Oh, the lady in white.
Tady je ta paní v bílém.
Anyone who loves Inner Fire Priest is gonna love this card. The Inner Fire Priests right now are extraordinarily good on ladder.
So just a little note on this deck here. Oh, there's a new card.
Skvašling. Zadrbaný 2 jednička echo. Battlecry, přidej si 2 životy.
Pumpkin Cry. All right, let's heal Reels. This is a really interesting healing card.
It looks like just bad Voodoo Doctor, but actually it's because it's so flexible and you can play it multiple times.
Je to jako Voodoo Doctor, akorát o monu dražší a má to echo. Tak to je celkem jako flexibilní karta, ale...
Pretty ridiculous with Organized Priest.
Coffin Crusher to je ta karta, která vám dává tu...
Okay, so
toho Battlecry
typically play in a really control-y fashion, so typically I'd want to heal because the Injured Blademaster is just going to be a 4/3, and I don't want him to just be able to remove it by getting an SI7 agent out and popping it. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Why would you play Injured Blademaster and heal?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't I?
I mean, like, why would you not just do that? It's like a really good turn 3 play.
Well, the thing is, I want the game to go on much longer. I don't want to get any sort of big tempo out at the start.
He's gonna crush you.
Oh, I'm doing this for the stream.
Jo, tak teďka tady vysvětluje
Day9,
že to hraje tak špatně pro stream, takže... Zatím dobrý.
Part of me wants to just Akanai and then Circle of Healing and be like, and there you have it. I will justify this.
Okay,
I will justify this because Circle of Healing, it is 4 health, and we have the Akanai. This is the classic priest sweeper, and Rogue has tons of 4/4s with the Strider. I don't remember the
Falderai Strider.
Yeah, the Falderai Strider. Yeah.
On to tady udůvodňuje tím, že bude hrát
being able to
s
do
těma
that feels way more
pavounkama a
powerful
pak to
than getting
zabije.
4/7 out against someone who has saps and eviscerates and stuff.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're saying, cool, but you're wrong, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about. This deck, the notes here says heavy healing focus with some new cards that benefit from it. If Akanai ever sticks, Squashling turns into a bit of a chain gun. Also has many minions that synergize with Lady in White. So I do think getting Lady in White down.
Tak, Squashling se dá použít jako damage trick.
Do these become 7/7?
Když máte Akanai, tak můžete s Squashlingem targetovat i oponenta.
While damage. Okay, this is Quartz
Počkat,
Elemental.
Quartz Elemental. Za 5 many 5 8 a nemůže útočit, když je damagenutý.
Go ahead. Yeah, tell me why.
Yeah, let me... Good job with this card. Let me give you the rundown. See, like there's so many healing effects that are like you figure out the way that there's the value. Just high health cards, but these are a lot of like triggers that explicitly proc on healing.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Face Collector.
Face Collector to je ta karta, co má echo a dává vám legendára do ruky.
This is tough because even he's actually going to try and take out your Quartz Elemental before it gets to attack. The nice thing about Quartz Element is often your opponent doesn't even bother doing that, and then you can get some healing triggers if you do have a card like Nightscale Matriarch.
Další kanaj.
Maybe your plan is the right plan here. Your old school
Yeah, I mean,
So I don't think you would have been in this position if you would played the 4/7 on turn 3, but I do think now is the time you gotta start making some moves.
yeah, I think that we can also Alkanine hero power and just be up against some 2/2s and still
That's
save
not
the
bad. You
circle
have 2
healing.
Alkanizes. You could do that.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go
If the
for.
Alkanize sticks here, it's squashling time.
Tak
Oh no, I mean like even
Teď
on
na
if it's a
jednu na
bad
ruce
play,
on
we're
2
going.
legendárky nějaký
Like,
náhodný.
I want to be real clear about one thing. Sincerest apologies to all priest players. Like, no, you got 2 of them. No. and you know, like maybe on the next turn I'll play both of them in Circle of Healing to heal/kill them immediately.
Right, exactly.
Just add a random card to your hand from your opponent's
Dorazila
okay, and I know there's a number of cards
no,
in
to je
this
jedno, já to nebudu
set that also
parafrázovat.
gains benefits
Prostě
from it.
Blink Fox,
That's
supposed to be my card.
to je ta karta, která vám dá do ruky
Created by the
další
Raven.
kartu, což takhle není vůbec
yeah,
špatný.
it's 2 random 1-cost minions to your hand.
A tady to je to, co vám dává toho draka do ruky.
Okay, so
There's the matriarch. She's actually not bad, right? He can't deal all that damage, and then you could start. You could squashling to heal it multiple times. Do you want Lady in White here? Lady in
you
White's-
know I'm going to. I'm
Yeah.
going to because this is
The
this
earlier
is
you do it, the
awesome.
better.
Yeah. I mean, we clearly couldn't do it on turn 6, but now that we've done it, this is a
Tak bílá paní
it's
má
deck.
strašně
It's not your
pěkný.
hand, but
efekt.
from now on, your deck's gonna be a little.
Ona vám zakastí
little
Inner
silly.
Fire na každý model, co máte palíku.
I mean, I can easily imagine it.
well, I would play out the
Tak, jdeme na to.
Arcanine.
Kurz kastavej, to je ten
Okay, so
pirát, který
who is
vám
this?
dá do
This
ruky
is the
kombo
Rush
kartu z
card.
balíku
Oh,
a má
yeah, this is the
rush.
rush. Draw a combo card from your deck.
Wow.
And it's interestingly costed too, because Rush, I feel like a lot of Rush cards in my head I think of as removal cards. So this is just deal 5 damage to a creature.
It could be, or I mean, it's still like you could just play it as a normal minion, right? You could just play it and see if your opponent has an answer. But yeah, it's very good
Yeah.
if your opponent has minions. If you're coming from behind.
So let's see. We
Jako
can,
ta
we
količka
can
je
mount
3/3,
scale right
jestli
here. He
chápu
doesn't have the
správně.
most threatening board.
No.
These are not 7/7s, but I think
Yeah,
this is okay.
I think you could have, like, it could be a crazy next turn if you Northshire Cleric play both of your Blade Masters in Circle. If he
Jako
does
teda
not play
přijde mi,
the
že ten
Showman
drak je
card,
jako fakt
that's gonna be trouble for him.
strašlivě
nice.
dobrý, jako.
And this is whenever a friendly minion is
Yep.
healed, not necessarily this one. And
Right.
it's a 3/3 whelp.
Yep, they're pretty big. He's got something.
Wow.
Oh.
Cheap shota,
Oh, cheap
to
shot.
je ta opakovací,
hit it,
opakovací
and I'm gonna
The
hit
abilita.
Archer, it's like a
Zase s
orc
echem.
just punching a
The
night elf
grimace you
dread.
had, like, oh, this one time, this orc,
he
you
just
just
keeps
kept.
going. He just keeps.
Oh,
getting
this is, I think, the GIF of the show. Oh. Okay, so he's continuing to build a board. Your minions cost 2 more. Okay, the Raven Caller didn't help him the most. I mean, we can
Still,
theoretically.
oh, here we go. An 8/8.
No, teďko najednou tak Parcelementále je
Fire
taky,
Lady.
tyjo, 8/8.
Already paying off here.
Inner Fire Lady.
Is the Northshire Clerk a 3/3? Did we get Inner Fire Lady off before Northshire Clerk was drawn? We did.
Oh, it's a very potent and powerful 3/3.
Yeah.
I feel. See, I don't really know how to value the Circle of Healing because we could run out the 2 injured Blade Masters with the Northshire Cleric, heal
Oh yeah.
up, and draw a bunch.
No, I think that's great.
I
like
think
that a lot.
I think that's going to be the right play, but I think I heal once before I do it
to
as
get
well.
the extra draw. Yeah. Yeah, I like it a
So
lot.
our-
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
A už se nastavuje
my God.
8/8.
Even more amazing is this. Wow.
Boosh.
Oh,
Musí ho
That
dát
is
do
really
sedmička.
good right now. That
Oh
is
my
really good right now. That's normally a 2/7.
Yeah.
Now it's a 7/7. That is
Krásný.
quite strong.
Very good at Hearthstone. Okay.
Oh hey.
What?
Hezký King Crest, kolik teda dostal?
That's unfortunate. You're gonna have to.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I
tady
think
je přesně vidět, jak bude vypadat
I
ten
just
Lady Invite balík, kdy teda ten priest je fakt šílený.
Oh, wow.
That guy sticks around for a while.
Festerus, to je takovej ten
It's a 4/4 that makes 2 2/2s that each make 2
Saproling
1/1s.
Burst. A
So
to
I'm
je
just going
prostě token, minion, který se pořád rozdvojuje, dokud to jenom jde.
We're gonna run out the Mossy.
I love it. Yeah, he's a huge
Aurora.
threat here.
And then I think I also just Power Word Shield.
Yeah, why
just
not?
to be able to
Start
draw.
right.
And then I can.
Wait, what are you gonna draw?
Yeah, remember, we hold.
Okay, that's a new card.
Unpowered
So normally
Steamboat.
you can't tell this, but actually this is 0/9 normally. It's a brand new
Je
card.
to 0/9 a je
Buffed
to
its
za
attack
4
here
many
with Liquid Light, but
0/9
that's
mech
4 mana
talent.
9/9 taunt for you, which is
I feel fantastic. That is great. Wow, that's a DIY Jade Golem right there. That is good
yeah,
news.
so it's 0 mana. Sorry, 4 mana 0/9 taunt. It's a
It's-
mech too.
Hey, I just want to. It's a pleasure to be here playing with the 4 mana. 9/9 with taunt. It's really good. Spectral Cutlass Lifestone. If you play a card from another class, gain 1 durability.
Je ta zbraň. A Cutlass Buccaneer tak je třeba 2/4, která má kombo, že mám buff na zbraň.
This is like a, it's almost like a temporary Kingsbane. Because you can wind up continue.
You can just keep feeding it durability. So every card you play from another class keeps that thing around, and it's got lifesteal, which is pretty good.
Okay, so we can play the Obsidian statue. We can play the because if we play this,
your deck is gone a little crazy.
Yeah,
it started to do some dumb things.
We're just gonna get some of the troops out.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
And do what priests do best and go face.
Yeah. So these guys, these are brand new. They cut through Buccaneers.
Give your weapon +1 attack and a 2/4 stat line is really nice, as anti-aggro. And I don't really know what the meta is going to look like. There's like a lot of paladins on the ladder right now, just overrunning people with tons of tokens, small dudes. And this Coffin Crasher is also, I think, a really nice one.
Yep.
Summon a Death Rattle minion from your hand.
The Death Rattle minions in your hand right now are quite good.
Yeah,
On ten Coffin Crasher se spustí v momentě, kdy umře a vyvolá Detrtlemena z ruky.
Yeah, he's gonna have trouble getting through that 9/9
To je šílený.
minion.
Now it did say that this was meme on stream, so I mean we're gonna
see something silly.
Like, Cold Light Oracles and vanish. I'm like, no, you got rotated out.
Tak a to je
You play every card from another class that you've.
To je ten nový jok, který replayne všechny karty, které byly z jiné klásy.
He solved it. He found a way to get in.
It's
no,
okay.
Než by to bylo moc dobrý, ale...
No, come on, trade right here. Trade right here. Talk to him like he's a small cat. Come on.
A bylo to hezký.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen him in years.
Welcome back, Nat.
Welcome back. Good to have you. Welcome to the expansion. Okay, I'm trading in here because that is hilarious.
Yeah.
Holy Water will give me. I want my very own Nat Peggle.
I want my very own Nat Peggle as well.
So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go boop, and we're going to see what we get. Okay, now we could Vivid Nightmare on that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's, and so I'm going to do this, and this means that I'll have just enough mana to
get
my very own Nat Peggle out, which is unlikely to be the winningest play, but it's certainly the best play.
I think face.
Yeah, I think face is just too good. I mean, even if he's healing for 2 a turn, excuse me, 3 a turn. I see this card so rarely. The Lightwell. Good to have you back.
Maybe you should attack the Lightwell.
Just gonna go ahead and pop some squash.
Yep.
Ooh, I missed that one. Let me get that one taken care of again. There we go. Ooh. So I mean, in this position, I really feel good. I feel like there's a high probability that we're gonna win. Echo. Add a random card to your hand.
To je ta karta, která vám dává random kartu z oponentové klasy. Je to Lira.
Yeah, I like these cards because at first you think, okay, I'm gonna play these a bunch of times, and then depending on what you get, actually maybe you don't finish out maybe you play Lyra instead.
Okay, so
it's got a lot of health still, but you got quite the board.
Okay, so let's actually see.
Divineheim.
Okay, so this is 7 and 4 is 11 plus 4 is 15 plus a whole bunch of 2s.
Yep.
Doesn't get to 27.
So you're almost done. Just heads up.
It is true. Restore 6 health to all friendly characters.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I think we're going to have to do that. Just to be safe.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we just start popping this.
What?
I think pop this.
To léčí za všechny friendly.
Because you want to split the damage here and hopefully.
Jako ono to je jako circle vlastně, ale teda.
This for 3, so we get sort of more permanent damage, and then I think I'm just going to literally
go straight divine. Ne.
Heal up.
I think I might have found a city. Oh no, that's good. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. This is really satisfying to me. You know, just honestly, one of my greatest pleasures in all of the history of card games is playing a hugely statted.
Za 2 many
it's so satisfying to me.
Všem svým minionům a sobě.
Yeah. Yeah. He got me. He did it. Okay, that's great.
I love that card though. Chameleos is one of my favorite cards.
Chameleos is fascinating because each turn it's in your hand, transform it into a card your opponent is holding. It's scouting.
Yeah,
it's scouting. He's an SCV. Okay, so he's at 30 health, and I think that I just.
It's weird because I feel like you've been dominating for a long time, and yet you've dealt no damage to him somehow.
Yeah, Lightwell's a good card.
Yeah, let's get rid of the Lightwell and the.
This just seems correct. And Nat Peggle is going to be pulling a card into our hand every turn.
That weapon has been keeping him like every turn gets to hit with that weapon.
Tak pořád vytáhuje ten
class.
Oh, lol.
That's a good one.
Uh-oh. So he's going to hit for 8, heal for 6.
Yeah, you'll heal for 8 too, which is good.
Oh yeah, we're gonna heal.
Heal 8 more, back up to full.
Another 8. So we're gonna draw the card from Nat Pagle because I'm the luckiest Hearthstone player that ever lived. And we're gonna go ahead. Hey. I think we're gonna hit this, and we're gonna lose Nat Pagle, which is sad, but that's all right. Oh really?
Could have healed that guy. Split him up, split him up.
No, to ten splitter, teďko tam může mít jako teoreticky plný boss s velkýma.
Okay, what is he playing?
Wow!
Yeah, that's the one.
Může se vzít test, no.
Alright, well I mean this is the one that's in the deck, so... Yeah.
Než by to jako teda fungovalo, ale je to pořád pěkný.
For the chain gun squash link turn. Okay, so actually, you're not gonna get it.
I don't think I'm gonna get it because my board's too full.
It's gonna stay full too.
Let's give him a call and put a vanish in his deck.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna pop, and I feel like, you know, I'm gonna have to do this, and then I'm gonna begin to try to clear my own board to just set up this awesome.
You get pickpocket. That's actually kind of interesting. That's spectacle.
All right. I mean, this. I think we have a strong board.
Yeah, I feel good here about
our board positions.
Our chances.
It's pretty nice.
Oh, it's not Sam. Tak schválně.
Basically needs exactly Psychic Scream, I think.
Yep.
I think that's the only thing that makes this game go on any longer. Vanish?
Could be another obsidian statue.
Yeah, it's a lot of priest cards over there. All right, Reels, what's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be?
Is it the slow roll?
He's just hoping you could see it. He's like, he's got seconds.
I mean,
he's holding it out. He's got it. Could see.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
To je příjemný.
Okay, so he's hanging on.
A tady tam vidíte, že ta bílá paní se dá normálně vysilencovat, takže to nakonec není asi zase tak brutální.
Because he wants to make sure that he removes all the sources of significant damage.
A ten kudla to teda drží jako hodně dlouho, ty jo.
You got 9 damage, 11 damage.
Wow, that was a hell of a turnaround for him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can play the Akanai and nuke my entire board. I think that instead what I'm going to do is just play Tess.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you could set up the Akanai, but I think you're right.
I mean, the thing is, if I play an Akanai, he's just going to pop it with a Spectral Cutlass.
He's easily going to pop it.
Whereas if I play Tess Greymane...
He's just going to pop it with it. No, it buffed your thing. Right, of course.
A dostal kutlas.
Oh, but they're
Jasně.
That's not... Oh my gosh.
That was phenomenal.
That's like that feels like charging a fee to provide a refund. Like that's not nice. Okay, I guess I'm gonna get rid of the 2/2s just to clear the board up a little bit for Akanai. And then I'm going to encourage him to I think it's better to just have the stickier minion.
It's a good draw.
Just may as well hang on to my 2/2 weapon. And I think at this point in time, like, we're just slow. Like, I always feel like I'm about to beat a rogue because for so many years, rogues didn't have any life gain except for maybe anti-heal bot. And now there's just all the lifesteal weapons.
Yep. Yeah, this one hits for a lot.
Tak přesně, jak tady říkal Day9, že hodně dlouho neměl roguny žádný lifesteal, jako na jednu mají. Vulnu Sprite za 3 mají 3 trojka, která má echo. Lol, to je hodně pěkná karta.
3/3 for 3, and you can get a whole bunch of them.
To není špatný do arény.
Yeah, I like the flexibility of these echo cards. You can play them on the early game if you need to get in there and do something to stay on the board, and then later in the game they're not dead draws.
6, 8, 10, 12.
Fill your turn 9 with.
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
And I can fit 3 of these.
Jo, je to letalo. Teďko mám letalo.
6 and 2 is 8 and
he did 10 damage this turn.
Yeah, and then we
he doesn't have the healing anymore.
Yeah, we killed him. We killed him. We're gonna do it. We pulled it off.
Oh, do we actually have lethal? Oh, we do. Oh, squashling lethal. Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have room to fit them all?
Yeah, I have just enough room. That's why I was counting out. Yeah, so we'll go to 7.
Okay, nice, perfect. Got him. Well done. Well done.
Yay.
Congratulations.
What a pleasure it was.
Exciting.
That's really interesting to see the number of cards that interact with healing effects, because I feel like, you know, right now Priest is really relying a lot on like greater healing potion for just huge, massive heal.
Day9, že je dobrý, že zase vracejí zpátky tyhle ty léčící mechaniky, protože v aktuální meky nebylo moc karet, které by s tím nějakým způsobem jako pracovali.
Respond to him. 2 and 3. Because we did go 2 and 2 in games, and we conceded the first.
Tak dáme si ještě jednu hru?
That's fine. I said something to Reels that was very funny.
All right, well, those are all the decks we're going to play. Should we look at the last deck here and just make sure we see that it's revealed all the cards in it?
I'm real interested to see like how the priest construction looks. Sorry, you got.
Tak jdeme se podívat ještě na nějaký balíky, teda.
Okay. Here we go. Pumpkin Cry.
Yeah. So we saw Squashling there.
Pumpkin Cry. Takže jsme tam všechno viděli.
Unpowered Steambot.
And Squashling is so interesting against, with Echo and with a lot of the token generators. There's a lot of methods of just building a big board of small creatures quickly. And you can just answer this on turn 10. Healing for 10. Having 5/2/1s.
Ta je enabler toho balíku.
Unpowered Steambot in there.
Vivid Nightmare. Where's Unpowered Steambot? There you are.
Wow.
Quite good with the Lady in White. We saw Quartz
Elemental.
I really like Quartz Elemental.
Quartz Elemental is a really interesting card because it comes out and it's a gigantic threat.
Yeah.
But then you can like, I guess you'd probably have to deal like 3 damage to it to mostly guarantee that you can't just.
Přijde mi, že ten Quartz Elemental je teda přebůzkený hodně.
And then do you commit to taking out the rest of the.
A zase třeba protože když budu hrát proti mágovi, no vlastně kecám. Mají čtoping jde a on to pak léčí na zpátek.
An odd priest where you have the really powerful heal for 4 hero power to start the game.
Wow. Yeah, I actually feel like this is going to be like a real all-star card.
And it's a nice scale matriarch there at the bottom.
This is where I start making predictions. I feel like this is going to be an all-star card, and someone's like, clip that. We're going to show it to him in 3 weeks when no one plays that card. I'm like, oh, man. Yeah, this is a super powerful summoning effect.
Yeah, this is no joke. Like, this is a lot of stats. It's hard to kill this thing in 1 turn.
To je jakoby no joke, jo. Ta matriarch taky další karta, kterou jako necháte být píčtový, tak jste jako fakt pytli. Protože to samý dělá Obsidian Statue, to samý dělá matriarch. Jako i další fakt silná karta pro blízce, ale fakt silná jako svině.
6 mana, like the original set demon. I literally am blanking on his name.
7/5.
He's a 7/5 for 6 mana. What?
Illidan,
thank you. Illidan.
Thank you, Christina.
Illidan, extraordinarily important and famous character in the history of Warcraft. And all he does is summon 2/1s.
No, every time you play a card, he summons 2/1.
But you know, there's been a few token generators in the past that it's much gentler than this. Like just 1/3
nových, který stojí taky 7 many, že jo? Nebo 6 many, ale nehraje se, protože samozřejmě 2 jedničky.
The rogue deck that we saw Ryan play.
Oh yes, memes.
Tak a ta meme Roguna.
Yeah, immediately. I'm really interested in a lot of the 3 costs.
It's just like a really
plná takových podivných karet.
Mistwraith, which gives him bonuses whenever he echoes. It's got a ton of different echo cards in the
deck. Ten Mistwraith, který se buffuje za
I actually just really like, where is that 3 mana, 3/3 echo?
Right there.
To je ten Wellness Sprite.
This is the sort of thing that I feel like is just a really nice, well-rounded card for someone who's trying to play some sort of mid-range-ish deck because, you know, you're not going to have a lot of card draw. You're trying to get some extra punch through momentum, and then you can just drop several 3/3s.
Tak, který se buffuje za útok. Tak není úplně špatný, to jo.
Here's that Hench Clan thug again.
After hero attack.
Jako jakmile máte aktivní zbraň, tak je to 4/4 prostě, jako jen tak. To není špatný.
Rogue seems very good because you can weapon on 2
jako tenhle Hench Clan, tak mi teda přijde, že je fakt dobrý.
Those are all the games, man.
Okay, so there is one thing that I really wanted to ask about because you know now most of the cards are revealed and a lot of the existing set has been rotated out, and I know that what people will typically do, I mean myself included, is we'll compare all the existing cards to the existing decks, and now a lot of those aren't going to happen.
Are there? It's going to be a whole different meta.
So I would assume that your team's been playing a lot of this set and playing this expansion. So I'm curious, like, what are some of the
Teďka se tady tady ptá na to, co podle playtestu je podle nich teďko nejlepší za balíky a z nových expanze.
I'm really excited to see what players do with the odd and even stuff, because I think that there's really 18 different archetypes, right? You can play odd paladin or even paladin or odd mage or even mage, and each one is significantly different. And so I'm just really excited to see what players start tinkering with.
Takže prej jako nejvíc zajímavý budou asi lichý osový balíky, protože tam je 18 různých verzí.
Yeah, like being able to turn forward.
The strategy of like, look, I can outpace a lot of boards, right? If you're like an early game and you just play a couple 1/1s, like if you do 4 damage to me a turn, I'll just tank up and stabilize, right? Oh, you do 5 or 6 damage a turn? I'm actually taking 2 a turn then because I'm taking up every turn. And then once they have to commit a significant board to start actually damaging you. I heard some noise. I heard a victory sound effect.
Hooray! Hooray! Wait, can we get that again? You can't. Oh, yeah, we need to have that on a soundboard.
Hooray!
Every time we do something good.
But once they have to commit a significant board to get through take
Right.
and then you brawl or you reckless fury or something else to wipe their board and then
Or
they start
Warpath
over
now,
again.
yeah.
Warpath, right? Exactly. So it's pretty satisfying to play. You really have to force them to make.
Wait, Warpath is even. Never mind. Disregard.
Oh, you're right. No, that doesn't work at all. Actually, it's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, you did it so slowly and deliberately. Oh, that's yeah. You know, you're in the stream. You're very much so a father figure to me. So that sort of affection, it doesn't happen very often. It just is very, very meaningful to me. I'll remember it every time I lose a game of Hearthstone. It's okay. I remember that Warpath was 2 mana.
All right, so we have some. Do you have any closing?
No, I'm just really, really, really excited to play
I am
because
too. This is April 12th.
yeah, I mean the card.
Starting on April 12th.
I feel like Rush creates really nice sort of back and forth swinginess, and I feel like there's so much complexity.
Did the stream hear the victory noise?
I hope so. I hope so. Otherwise, we look like we're hallucinating. You know, I'm just really excited. I mean, especially just the rotation out of the old cards.
Yes.
Like, if any of you have not experienced what it's like to have the set rotate out,
It's the craziest.
It's
Tak se
really,
zase
really
baví
cool.
o tom,
It's
že
just
jak
like playing
rotuje
completely
celý
new
ten
game
set,
toys.
tak bude úplně jiná
Okay,
meta, bude
so
to
yeah,
úplně
comes out,
jiný. Já se na to taky
starting April 12th,
těším.
which means that Wednesday, April 11th, is the last day to pre-purchase the expansion.
Tak,
And this is
11.
our best,
dubna je
pre-purchase
poslední
deal ever.
den na zakoupení preorderu.
Yeah.
US,
11.
for
dubna.
normal 50 packs plus 20 bonus packs.
Yeah.
Plus the card
70
back.
peků, 50
Last
éček.
chance. Don't. Every
Yeah.
set someone tweets at me and is, I didn't know this is the last chance.
And you know what? Now you're not going to get any of those tweets. You did it. You've solved that problem that exists on Twitter.
All right, so there are a couple last cards to reveal. We're going to put those up on our Facebook gallery. I think starting right now, right? Like at the end of the stream. So
Yeah, I mean,
Tak
the
hnedka po
12th is
streamu
in
budou na
3 days.
Facebooku
It's
nový
Monday,
karty, takže se
12th
podíváme
is Thursday.
společně.
So I'm
right.
certainly going to be playing all day Thursday and Friday. And of course, tomorrow I'm going to be doing the most powerful card review that has ever happened.
Oh, I'm very excited.
It's going to be extraordinarily correct as well.
I appreciate everybody who does these card reviews because they're always very wrong.
Very wrong. Very wrong.
People, we always enjoy laughing at.
Teďko tady Ben říkal, že strašně rád, že lidi recenzují karty, protože jsou vždycky recenzují špatně.
Thank you. No, I'm going to go all in on this because, you know, historically, I like to try to be a reasonable person. Oh, this could be good, it could be bad. I'm not going to do that tomorrow. We're going to be real. We're going to be very real.
I'm looking forward to it. Sean, it's been awesome having you.
Ben, it's been what a thrill, a delight, and a pleasure it was to be here on the Witchwood stream. And thank you for all joining us. It was a lot of fun.
See you on Thursday.
Bye.
Tak jo, takže dámy a pánové, to je celý livestream a s Benem Broudem a Day9. Bylo to úžasný. Já mám teda spoustu poznatků, který bych potom ještě rád k tomu jako řekl. A zatím se teda tváří, že nejlepší balík styletě všech, co jsme dneska viděli, byl ten druid, který teda podle mě se tváří jako hodně konzistentně a hodně dobře. A zároveň teda jsme neviděli žádný Monster Hunt, tak jsem se teda kdy ho uvidíme a možná, že si Blizzardi něco nechávají na pozdější dobu. Jsem opravdu zvědavý na to, kdy a jak se to pohne a kam. Takže těžko říct, v každém teda případě můžete se těšit na to, že já budu teďko prostě každý den pořád něco dávat dokupy a budeme online přes celý týden až do doby, než vyjde nová expanze. A jak vyjde nová expanze, tak se z toho všichni jako zblázníme, takže budu se na to těšit a bude to velká show. Díky moc.